Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Late Night Q&A with ZodWriter featuring Sweet Sonia G. This is episode 22. What's going on, Sonia?
Nothing much. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, doing pretty good. We this is
How do how does my mic sound? Do I sound okay?
Well, I don't know. I've given up, Sonia. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the issue is. I've just it is what it is. I've given up. I can't. There's nothing else that I can do on my end to try and adjust it and make it sound better. You sound okay. You sound a little bit glitchy, but then you said I sound glitchy too. So I don't know. I guess we can ask the chat, see how we sound to them. I hope everybody can hear us. That's all that we can hope for today as far as these shows go. I don't know what the problem is technically, and the reason I say that is because I don't experience this on any other shows that I have. So I'm not understanding why this keeps happening to us every week. It's getting
that's weird.
Crazy, because I just did the ZodWriter show on Tuesday, and I had a full panel of people, and I did not have any glitch issues or anything like that. So I'm not understanding why you and I always experience this every week. It's weird.
I don't know. It's crazy.
But Rushman is here and says, "Hey, Zod and Sonia, what's going on, Rush? Good to see you as always." Rush was on the panel this past Tuesday, talking to us about. We were talking about movies. Show. Yeah, it was. Did you get a chance to watch The Green Knight?
I sure did. It was.
Did you like it?
Pretty good movie.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, it was a little freaky in some parts, or some scenes, but yeah, other than that, I mean, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, we talked a lot about it on this past Tuesday when I did the ZodWriter show. People seem to respond well to it. I hope more people get a chance to watch The Green Knight. And Jesse Allen, hashtag release the air cut, is in the house. What's up, Jesse? How you doing? He says, hey, what's going on? And Marcus Cruz, I guess, is saying Zod with an X.
Hey, Marcus.
What's up, Marcus? How you doing?
I got you.
Marcus Cruz, he says, Zod, have you read Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run? It's one of the best Daredevil comics in a long time. After Frank Miller's Daredevil, the run sold like hotcakes. No, I haven't really been reading anything Marvel or like Daredevil or anything Marvel current. I really haven't. I have to say, I haven't really been reading any current Marvel stuff. And you had said before, Sonia, that you don't really read comics, right?
Not really. I'm not a big comic book fan. When I was younger, yes, Spider-Man was one of my favorites. But yeah, like in my adult years, I mean, I haven't been really into comic books. So.
And the Snyder Fan 99 says, hi, Zod and Sonia. What's up, Snyder Fan? Good to see you.
Hey, Snyder Fan.
Lucas Ironside says, hey, Zod and Sonia. What's up, Lucas? Glad you could join us tonight.
Hello.
And Graphic Vandalism says they're all robots. Yeah, I guess we are. I guess everybody is a robot. What's up, Johnny? Good to see you.
Yeah, Joey's sounding like a robot to me. If anybody in the chat can let us know if we're sounding okay to you, but to each other, to me and Joey are sounding like robots, or there's a delay or something's going on with I don't know what's going on with our audio, but Joe like a robot right now, so I don't.
Yeah. And Rushman says, yo, Jesse. And Ryan says, what's up, Zod and Sonia? What's up, Ryan? Good to see you.
Hey, Ryan.
Jesse says, yo, Rush. And Johnny Alpha Graphic Vandalism at Marcus Cruz says is reading. Marcus Cruz is reading that good stuff. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I should check it out though. I should check out that Daredevil run. Like I said, I haven't really been reading anything Marvel lately, but hopefully, I don't know. Maybe I'll get back into it. With all these great recommendations. Ryan says Demon Slayer is an awesome anime. Okay, cool.
Yes, it is. I'm currently watching that right now. Not this very moment, but yeah, I started watching that about a week ago. I started binging on that. I really like it.
And Rushman says it's because YouTube wants you two in the same room, and that's why all these glitches are happening. Yeah, well, that's one of the that'd be one of the positives of being in the same room. I don't think we would have all these glitches. That would be cool. Yeah.
If he gets those 1,000 subscribers, maybe so.
Yeah, but see that's the thing. We'll have to at least do we'll have to like do shows all, we'll have to do shows for that entire duration. We'll have to do like a 12-hour stream. Marcus Cruz says graphic vandalism. Read it, bro. You won't be disappointed. There's a reason it is the best-selling comic book run right now. The Snyder Fan 99 says there is a trending event on the day of DC Fandom. # restore the Snyderverse. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say about DC Fandom. I think they're just. I think they're going to disappoint an awful lot of people. So I'm glad that trending event is happening. And Showcast says, greetings, ZodWriter. What's up, Showcast? Good to see you as always. Graphic Vandalism says, I did, dude. I've read Daredevil since I was a kid. That's how I know it's good stuff. And Showcast says, greetings, SweetSonjaG.
Hey, Showcast.
And Marcus Cruz says, Chip Zdarsky just elevated the character. Make Elektra Daredevil was the biggest upgrade of all time. Showcase says, sounds like a robot to me too. And Graphic Vandalism says, I think Zod is using his robot magic to make Sonya sound like a robot.
Okay, Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna change. I think we're gonna change this. I think we're gonna change the name of this show to the Late Night Robot Stream. I just think that's appropriate for a number of reasons. We could just the Late Night Robotic Stream with Zod and Sonya. That's what it'll be, because we're just robotic. We're just robotic every week, goodness. So we might as well just embrace it. Showcase says, don't think so. Fandom may surprise people. I don't know, Showcase. Don't. I don't know. I'm not one of those people that believes in all this hype that certain people are pushing about fandom. They've been very clear with how they've been pushing fandom, with the direction they want things to go. I mean, they're totally hyping, the CW stuff. They're totally hyping a couple of these movies. It doesn't seem like they're really looking to please the fan base too much. I can tell you that. I really am not hyped up at all for fandom this year, to be honest with you. The Snyder Fan 99 says the only way for fandom to be good is if they announce the air cut. I don't think they're going to. I got to be honest with you. I don't think they're going to announce the air cut at fandom. I don't think they're going to announce anything Snyderverse related at fandom. I think the closest thing you're going to get to a Snyderverse reference would be something from maybe Black Adam. I think Black Adam would be the closest we're going to get to a Snyder, to a Snyder reference. I don't think fandom is really going to do anything on that level. It's going to just basically be, run of the mill stuff. You're going to get your Flash teaser. You're going to get your teaser for what's that other movie, The Batman with Robert Pattinson. You'll get another trailer for that, but I don't think you're going to get anything, with regards to the air cut or anything else. Showcast says this fandom's going to be live, not pre-recorded, so something may be announced. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they. Oh, yeah, I know what they'll announce. They'll announce that Birds of Prey sequel. That Birds of Prey sequel that everybody's been asking for, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Johnny Graphic Vandalism says hashtag late night robot extreme. I love it. Yeah, that's what it'll be. It'll be a late night robot extreme. I think that works out well.
I guess I don't know.
I mean, at least everybody can understand us through the robotics. I think, it almost sounds like our voices are being run through like auto tune or something. Mm-hmm.
I
don't know.
Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, I can't hear a word you're saying, Joey.
Yeah, you sound like you're on speed up right now.
What's going on?
Yeah, you sound very bad right now. So I don't know what happened, but Showcast says neither me, but I noticed the last fandom wasn't live. This one is, which raises my eyebrow. I don't know. Maybe they're making it live just because they want to be able to, rub it in people's faces. I don't know. Rushman says, but people like Chris Wong are ready to move on with the DC fandom. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And Jesse Allen says, hashtag release the air cut at DC fandom. I hope so, Jesse. I hope so. I hope so. If you know something, if David Ayer has been in direct contact with you and has told you that he's going to make an announcement about the air cut at fandom, then put one in the chat, because I definitely would like to know if that's the case. Graphic Vandalism says, yeah, good call. It's kind of like auto tune. Sonya sounds like a Weekend song.
Why is it just me? So you guys couldn't hear Joey like that? I mean, that's crazy because he sounds like that to me. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I sound like that to you on your end, but
I'll go out. I don't know. I'll go out and come back in. I don't know, but that's not gonna fix what's happening on your end. I don't know. It fixes what's happening on my end if I go out and come back in. But I don't know.
All right. And Showcast says, don't forget the reason we're all excited for fandom was because we knew Zach was going to be there because of the Snyder Cut announcement before fandom took place. The Truth 31 says, what's up, Zod and Sonya? What's up, Truth?
Hey, Truth.
And Showcast says, ready to move on. What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know. I think in terms of like Chris Wong, the idea is that Chris is going to is ready to move on with whatever DC is doing, whatever they got plans. I think that's what it means. I don't know. And Jesse Allen says -1 LOL, which means if you're saying -1, then that means no. There's no David Ayer announcement. So I get that. Thank you, Jesse. And Sean Franklin says, what up? Rushman is laughing, and the Truth says, I didn't even realize I had a wrench. LOL. Thank you for that. Man, Truth, you always have a wrench, man. I made you a mod. I made you a mod the moment you started showing up at our streams, because you're one of the good people, man. You're one of the real people. We don't have a lot of that. We don't have a lot.
That's so funny.
And Jesse Allen says, well, there might be. I'm just not informed. Well, I will tell you this, Jesse. I've come to feel like I don't really believe there's going to be. I don't think there's going to be an announcement. In fact, if there is an announcement at fandom, I'll be surprised. Okay, so like Showcase Kaz is saying, fandom might surprise us. If it does, that's great, but I'm not expecting anything. And I think that's the great thing about it is you go in with very low expectations. So if something positive does come out of it, everybody can be happy. And Rushman says Chris Wong is ready to accept all the bullshit that DC will put up from now on. Oh yeah, well you know why? You know why, Rush? Because Chris Wong already has access. He has access. He's in with the elites. He's in good with the right people. So therefore he can move on and he can accept because his brand has been thriving off of all of this. So that's what it is with Chris. Chris is kind of, he's kind of made his, earned where he is now with the right people. He's kissed the ring enough times, so now he's up there. So that's what it is. See, you can move on, okay? If you were bought and paid for, you can move on. You can very easily move on. It's one of the reasons why people like John Campea were so easily swayed by everything that came after, and why it was so easy for John Campea to be that way, because he was bought and paid for. So that's what it is. When you're bought and paid for, you are essentially, able to move on and accept whatever crap they give you, and you will eat it like it's cherry pie. Showcast says doing a live makes it easier to stop leaks from happening. Yeah, that's another good reason, Showcast, why maybe there won't be anything. It's just that they can, get away with more if it's live, and they don't have to worry. Yeah, because if the Flash fandom leaks, pre-recorded leaks from fandom taught them anything, it's that if you pre-record something, there's a good chance it can get leaked by a disgruntled employee. So that's probably what happened. The Snyder fan 99 said, remember the 2014 DCEU with Cyborg and Green Lantern? What went wrong? I have no idea, Snyder fan. I just know that it's a very, very different world right now than what we had in 2014. And Showcast says, but we will see. And Simon says, what's up, Zod and Sonia and everybody? What's up, Simon?
Hey, Simon.
And
Johnny, I was asking the same thing. I was answering Johnny, that's all.
Jesse Allen said probably have to wait until Zaslav takes over. Yeah, that would be the most logical thing for the Ayer cut. I said this before, Jesse. I said that I think that that we will eventually get the Ayer cut. I don't believe that we're not going to get it. I just don't think we won't get it. I just don't think we're going to get it now. I think once the merger happens, and as you pointed out, when Zaslav takes over, that would be the case. Chris Wong is a YouTuber who I did a few streams with back in the day. He was a friend of mine at the beginning of the Release the Snyder Cut movement, and he got connected with all the quote unquote right people, and now he's sort of championing moving on and basically accepting everything that Warner Brothers puts out at this point. He's part of the move on crowd. So Showcast says like Mikey claims it's happening, but he's been wrong before, like claiming that Mobius was Kang. Yeah, I don't know. See, this is the thing. I like Mikey Sutton a lot. Okay. And as you guys know, I'm really, really great friends with Sil Abdul. He's one of my best friends on the internet. So I'm not trying to, disagree with them as far as what the stuff that they're saying. I just don't, it's not them that I have an issue with. The issue I have is with Warner Brothers. I don't think that this current regime of Warner Brothers is interested in catering to us at all as fans of anything other than what they are currently putting out. I don't think there's any, I think the writing, the way you got to look at it is this. When you see that Zack Snyder's Justice League is the number one pre-ordered Blu-ray of all time in the United States, and it's number one on all of the worldwide sales charts right now. It's like the best-selling Blu-ray of the year so far. I don't quite understand how the studio can ignore that, given the amount of money and the amount of notoriety it would give them, the positive buzz it would give them to just give fans what they want. And right now, the main thing would be to release the Ayer cut. But I don't understand like that line of thinking. So that's why I'm struggling with it. And Showcase says ring kisser. I agree. Rushman says Chris Wong is that guy who said that he will not cover DC anymore because WB broke his heart, but he started covering DC. The very next week he started covering DC again. Chris Wong is such a hypocrite. Well, he's a hypocrite, but what it is it's not that he's necessarily that he's a hypocrite. It's that he was really never going to stop covering DC to begin with. Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
That's cool. What kind of music was that? It was coming from robotic.
I'm on Chris Wong's Twitter. He has a video with Zack Snyder. # release the Snyder cut. So I had a pinned comment with the video. I accidentally hit the video. I was just doing my little research, trying to find out who this dude is. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
the video.
Showcase says he's bought and paid for with his 4-piece suit he's now wearing. Good God. Yeah, he is. He's bought and paid for. If this Chris Wong guy sucks, why do you listen to him? I don't listen to him. I've stopped this. I stopped listening to him a long time ago. I'm only mentioning him now because he was brought up. I feel bad though, because I did used to be friends with Chris Wong and I considered Chris Wong a friend, but he went in a different direction. But I don't know. I guess that's what happens when you become famous and you become pseudo famous and you start to believe your own hype. I guess that's what happens. Rushman said, I didn't listen to him, but just exposing real shit. No one listens to him anymore. We're saying he sold out. Exactly. That's what happens. Wearing a new suit will not change anything for Chris Wong other than he is a clown and a hypocrite. Right? Since he was hanging with the pale-face clout-chasing crew, which with witches, he's basically a token and a boring dude. Let's see. Igor, what's up, man? Igor says, is it actually going to be in stores on release date? Everything I'm seeing is that it has to be shipped. Maybe that's yet another way of keeping sales down to fit their agenda and deny the demand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with that collection. I know it's, like I say, I know it's number one on pre-orders online and all that stuff. I know people are waiting for it, but I don't know how. It remains to be seen how that's all going to play out. But we'll know in a few days, won't we? Because isn't it due out September the 7th? I think it's due out the 7th in the United States. So we'll see. The Snyder Fan 99 says, back in 2014, WB announced a slate of movies with release dates. It had Cyborg, Green Lantern, The Flash, Justice League Part 1 and Part 2. I wish they actually followed it. Yeah, so do a lot of us. And then Showcase says, then why say it? The Batman is better than all the upcoming WB Hamadaverse movies that will be out. Showcase says, why say no more DC than cover DC the next day? He is a fake and a hypocrite. Well, yeah, he is essentially that's what he's proven himself to be. But here's the funny part about it, though. I feel like he never should have said that to begin with. I know he was upset at the time, but I feel like if he would have just tempered himself a little bit and then went back, and maybe stopped covering it for a little while, and then come back to it, little by little. But you're right, he jumped right back into it like the very next video that he did. Igor said, I gave up on a lot of YouTubers months ago. Oh yeah, Igor. Igor, I unsubscribed to so many people. It's not even funny. I went through, I did like a couple months ago, I did like this YouTube purge, and I just went down the list, and anybody that, changed or isn't, doing what they used to do, or has become a completely different person, since the movie came out, I just unsubscribed. I did a massive unsubscribing thing. Thought about doing a video called Unsubscribed and just talk about all the different people that I unsubscribed from. But I figured that would be in bad taste to do a video where you just talk about all the people you unsubscribed. But I was really tempted to do that, to do a Zod from the couch and just call it Unsubscribed. It would have been fun. Showcase says,
Crazy.
and Sly going the same way, in my opinion. Super chats still. Oh, you're talking about Sil? Super chats here, super chat there, and let's ignore my statement but give the spotlight to someone who copied what I said. I don't know. Again, with Sil, I'm not. You'll never hear me say a bad thing about Sil because he's a really good friend of mine. So I can't. So I really don't. No matter what, I'm gonna have Sil's back because he's a really good friend of mine. He's always been good to me, and I have nothing but good things to say about him. I do know that when it comes to like super chats and things like that, it's the issue with that is you get so many comments, and then you have, and then you just want to, and when somebody gives a super chat, that does have to take priority over regular comments. But I can honestly assure you, Showcaz, that I'm one of those people that no matter what, even if I ever do get the ability to accept super chats or whatever, I will always read all of the comments. And you can quote me on that. I will always do my best to read all of the comments because I think it's important to make sure that everybody has a voice and that everybody's comments are heard. And that's something I try to do. And that's one of the reasons why the live streams go for so long when I'm on them, because I read all the comments. Like Sonia.
Yeah, I was just about to say we're looking forward to 5 to 7 hour streams.
Yeah, because I read all the comments. I mean, I always try to read everything. And because I think that's very important. That's what you should do. You should read all the comments if you're going to, you want everybody to be a part of the show. And especially on a show like this. This is a Q&A. So when you guys ask us questions, it's good that we're able to actually try to give answers. That's the whole reason of doing a Q&A. Why do a Q&A? Why call it Q&A if you're not going to read the comments? That's not a Q&A. I don't know what that is. It's just not, Rushman says,
but it does suck that StreamYard. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I guess there's a delay or something. I don't know. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
It sounds like there is a slight delay between our, on our end with communication between you and me. I think there's like some sort of a delay. I don't know. Let's see. Rushman said, me too. I stopped watching a lot of YouTubers a long time ago. So no more Sil Abdul lives for me, dude. I don't know. Like I said, I really can't say anything negative about Sil. Sil's a good dude. I know what he's trying to do. I know he's trying to build his brand. He's trying to, he's trying to get himself out there. He's doing his thing, and that's, and that's a great thing. Like I said, I don't really, I think he's got the best of intentions, but but again, it is hard when you've got super chats and you got to prioritize those over regular comments, which is why, like I said, I will never stop not reading comments. That's my main thing. You got to always read comments. It's very important to the show. Papa Brad's Gaming says, Neil before Zod. Zod brings the salty. Sweet Sonia G brings the sweet. That's for sure.
I am not enjoying this because I mean you sound like a robot. I can't hear anything you're saying.
Maybe you should
Let me go.
go out and come back in. Try that. See if that works. I don't know. She's having some difficulties. I really don't know what the problem is there with her. I honestly am starting to think more and more, you know, as we do these shows, I'm starting to think more that it's her internet than anything else. She might have having internet issues, and maybe she needs to reset her router or something. I don't know, but it seems more like that could be the case. Because I know Johnny had some issues like that back when I started doing this show on StreamYard. Johnny was having issues, and then it was that they were internet issues, and then once he got better internet, then we stopped having issues on those shows. Papa Brad's Gaming says hi, Showcaz, and Simon says the Snyderverse is still alive, well, and still a part of the DCEU, as long as Warner is still uses Zack Snyder's formula. As you can see, Zack's cost it all in the Flash movie. Okay. And Papa Brad's Gaming says, hi, Showcaz, and Sonia is back. Are you back?
Okay, how do I sound?
You still sound like a robot.
I am back.
Sonia. You still sound like a robot.
So do you. So do you.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, because on my end, it's I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea why you're still having issues. I have no clue. Showcaz says if they're not keeping it real, if they're not keeping it real according to ZodWriter, yeah, you got to keep it. Well, you got to keep it real. That's the thing. You got to try to keep it real, at least try to be as honest as you can on these streams. I don't know, you know, I can't really speak for anybody but me. You know, I don't really know what everybody's, you know, game is, or what anybody's goal is when they do their live streams or they do their shows, what they're trying to do. I mean, I know for some people, they want to be able to build their brand, and they want to try to make it about, you know, information. Like we'll use Sil as an example, since you mentioned Sil. You know, he's got Mikey Sutton on there, and Mikey Sutton is a scooper in the industry. He's been a scooper for over 20 years, and so that's his thing. That's what he does. So when Sil has a guy like Mikey on the show, and Mikey gets these scoops from his sources in the industry, you can bet he's a credible guy, because he's been doing this for a long, long time. So, you know, he has connections to the studios. He has people that he talks to that are in the know. Sometimes he gets stuff right. Sometimes he gets stuff wrong. People, you know, that's how it is in every situation. But I never feel like anything that him and Sil are doing, you know, is, you know, like they're purposely trying to deceive people. I feel like Mikey comes out and he tells what he knows, you know, he tells what he hears, and then, you know, people just draw your own conclusions if you want to believe that, or you want to agree with that. And like I said, my issues are, it's not that I disagree with Mikey or disagree with Sil. I just don't trust the studio. I think the studio is going to talk all kinds of mess, and I think the studio, people in the who work for the studio, would have no problem lying to people to put the wrong information out there. I don't think that the studio is particularly trustworthy in any incarnation right now. So I'm one of those people who really does not have any faith whatsoever in Warner Brothers under the current circumstances. Hopefully, that will start to change once the merger happens. But for now, you know, I don't believe anything that they say. Ryan says geeks and gamers hate strong female characters, and Showcaz says do it. They need to be exposed. And Papa Brad's Gaming, what's up, man? I hope everything is going well for you, man. I'm glad you you lived through the storms and you're here with us again, man. It's good to see you, Papa Brad. I hope you've managed to stay safe and all is good on your end. Comforts on your unsubscribes that you had to do, Zod. The unsubscribes that I did were totally justified. I mean, I unsubscribed to so many YouTube channels. I'm like, these people are not, I don't need to subscribe to them anymore because I don't go to their channels. So there's no real need. And that's kind of what I base it on. If I don't go to your channels, even out of curiosity, even if I don't like you, if I'm subscribed to you, even if I don't like you, and I still go to your channel, I'm not going to unsubscribe. I only unsubscribe if I completely stop going to your channels. If I have no interest in ever going to your channel again, I'll unsubscribe. But other than that, I'll stay subscribed because I don't feel like, it's the right thing to do to unsubscribe to somebody if you're going to continue going to their channel. If you're going to continue going, you might as well stay subscribed. It's no big deal. It's still content that you're going to watch. But I really did feel like doing a live stream called Unsubscribed and just talk about all the people I unsubscribed. I really wanted to do that because that kind of at the time it felt good. It felt like it would be a good stream, but I didn't want to do it because I felt like it would skew too much toward the negative side of things, and I didn't really want to be that negative. I kind of felt like it would have been kind of a mean thing to do, even if I unsubscribed, Igor says, I'd do that video or a live stream about all the folks we unsubscribed. You guys think we should do that? You want me to do that video unsubscribed? All right, put one in the chat if you guys want me to do a live video, a live stream called Unsubscribed, where I talk about all the different YouTubers I unsubscribed over the last month, or 0 if you don't think I should do it. Okay.
Oh my God!
I'll count them up, and if we get more people that want me to do that unsubscribed, I'll do it. Because I really, that was the thing. Wasn't gonna do it because I didn't want to go that route, but I feel like that would actually be a fun video to do. Baby girl says, hi Zod and Sonia. Hey, what's up, Zod and Sonia?
Hey, baby girl.
What's going on, baby girl? Papa Brad's Gaming says Zohar's new videos are great. Oh, I agree. See, Zohar is taking a page out of my playbook and just being completely honest, just going off saying whatever, and it's working for him, and I'm loving it. I'm loving to see, and his channel's on the rise too. I mean, his channel is his subscriber base is going up like you wouldn't believe. Zohar is hot right now. His channel is on fire. I love it. I love seeing friends of mine become successful. That's awesome. Showcast says, I don't expect you to. I'm saying my issue with the channel, and today was the last straw. The old fan don't need to hear the scoops, so I'm fine. Okay. And Rushman says, yeah, if you do that, do invite me. I will share some of my stories regarding my unsubscriber thing. And Graphic Vandalism says, I can't see Zod having super chats. If he was going to get them, we'd have to call them chats of steel. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Sonia? You think we should do that? You think we should do that live stream where we talk about all the people we've unsubscribed to over the last month or two?
At least to be honest, but at the same time, you don't make people mad. I think people.
I know it's going to make people mad, but like I said, I don't really care if it makes people mad because at this point, my thing is I've unsubscribed, so it doesn't matter if you're mad at me because I unsubscribed to you. See, I don't really see. My thing is I don't even really want to go into details about why I unsubscribed. I just want to start rattling names off and just being like, yeah, I unsubscribed to this person, that person, this person, that person. And one of the main reasons I unsubscribed is because they changed who they were from when I first subscribed to them from the beginning. Like Chris Wong is a perfect example. Chris Wong was somebody who I would listen to his live streams. I loved his live streams. He was very, mild mannered and very articulate when he spoke, and he was very, very realistic about all the stuff he said. But at the same time, he was very hopeful and optimistic all at the same time. So his streams always had a certain level of positivity to them. So I really liked them from the beginning. If I go back and I watch, some of the old videos that he's done, I absolutely used to love his streams. I used to look forward to his streams. And if I go now and I try to watch something that he does right now, it's unrecognizable. It's unwatchable compared to what he was before. Now he's like a completely different person. And that's not the person that I subscribed to. That's not the person that I liked initially. And that's not the person who I considered to be a friend of mine. So that was one of the reasons why I unsubscribed. Showcast says YouTube gone way more commercial nowadays, regardless of what channel and what topic. It's super chat and nothing else. Well, that will never be the case with me, Showcast. Like I said, I will always strive to read everybody's comments. I don't ever want to be in that situation where, even if it takes me 3.5 hours to read everybody's comments, I intend to read everybody's comments, regardless of if it's a super chat or a chat of steel or whatever. It doesn't matter. Everybody's comment counts, no matter if it's a super chat or not. And Barry Allen, number 12, says, hello, everyone. What's up, Barry? And Barry Allen
Hello?
says, hey, what's going on? Barry Allen 12 says, I really like you. I really like your one-on-one interviews. Yeah, I miss doing those. I really miss doing those, Barry. I'd love to go back to doing interviews how I used to do it when I was on PSN radio. I miss those days too. I just don't have the time to, get as into it as I used to, and take all the time to, contact the people to make those types of interviews happen. But they were definitely fun. I really do miss doing those. Papa Brad's Gaming says, I like YouTubers, mostly hobby and travel videos I watch. I have a tiny arcade tour YouTube myself as well. Papa Brad, you're awesome. We all run in the same circles, man. I mean, we all just came off of hanging out with with P-Dubs and those guys, talking about the @games reveal for tomorrow. My whole thing with that, and this whole thing with that, @games, they've got so many interesting products and so many amazing things coming out, but it is funny to me the way more of these like home arcade companies seem to be pushing pinball more than anything else. It seems like they want to pinball, and I personally never really could get into pinball. I'm interested in trying it out just because they keep pushing it, but I'm not really invested on that level where I feel like I want to buy like a dedicated pinball machine. I mean, I'm to the point where I'd like to maybe get like one of the table packs to try, just to try out a couple of them and see how it is, because I do have the @games Legends Gamer Pro, and it would be kind of cool to try out the pinball, because that panel has the pinball buttons on the side, but I've never really been much of a pinball fan, so it's kind of hard for me. It's like they're trying to tempt you over to another side of collecting, is what it looks like. And I'm like, it's like, dude, I just ended the arcade hobby for me. I'm like, I've got all these arcades all over my apartment. I need to be left alone. But no, it's funny though. But I do. I love that whole community. That whole arcade community, man, is awesome. But you know how that is. And Showcast says, well, that's the problem. Is this a YouTube channel or a brand? I don't like commercial things. Still okay compared to other folks, other fakers I can name. YouTube was more tougher uh, on the industry. Sickness, what's up, Sickness? ZodWriter says, "What up, brother? How you guys doing?" Hello to Sonia too.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Sickness? How have you been, man? Everything going good? You staying safe? I hope so, bro. Great to see you, man.
Where's he at?
I don't know. I don't know what part of the country he's in. Where are you from, Sickness? What part of the country are you in, man? Papa Brad's Gaming. I don't like it when YouTubers are not genuine. Most are all right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. And that's the thing. You subscribe to and support the people you feel are being genuine. If you don't feel those people are being genuine and you don't like them, then you have the freedom to unsubscribe. It's that simple. And there's no guilt because it's not like you can tell who's subscribed to you anyway on YouTube. You really can't tell. It's not like you can tabulate who's subscribed to you, who unsubscribed to you. It's all anonymous. You really don't know. Once in a while, you get an email from YouTube saying, "Oh, by the way, so-and-so subscribed to your channel." But that's pretty much it. You don't get them all the time. You don't know. There's no accurate way to actually count who's subscribed to you or who isn't. So it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's all just an individual choice based almost completely on anonymity. If you don't like somebody or you don't feel they're being genuine, all you have to do is unsubscribe. It's that simple. And Jesse Allen says, "Yo, Sickness." Rushman says, "Yo, Sickness." Igor says there's a lot of clicks on YouTube. Oh, yes. I agree with you. 100%. There's a lot of little clicky groups on YouTube that do the same show every single time, no matter who they're with. It's like it's like no matter what, it never changes. It's the same clicks, it's the same people. It's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you. It's cool though when you have friends and you have, I can honestly say the person I stream with the most, the people I stream with the most are Sonia and Johnny. Those are the people I stream with the most. I don't really do a whole lot of, streaming. I used to collaborate with a lot of other people and do a lot of other things, but I don't do that much anymore because I already know how it is. I already know what the deal is. If you're not a part of a particular clique, then you never really feel comfortable and you're never really, you never really gel well in that certain environment. And if you don't feel comfortable, you just move on. It's really a lot easier to do it than it is to explain it. Showcase says your channel is just that, a channel, but others are becoming brands and franchises, and that turns me off. It's like anything that's good and wholesome but turns into a cash cow. Yeah, I agree, Showcase. I look at this as a channel. I look at doing, these shows with Sonia twice a week, doing shows with what's funny, Sonia? Like your voice wasn't coming in clear, but the moment you start eating your nuts, it comes in really, really clear that you're eating your nuts.
Oh, wait a minute. What are you eating my nuts? What are you talking about?
Yeah, whatever you're eating right now, it sounds like peanuts, but it comes in really clear.
I'm not eating anything. What are you talking about?
It sure sounded like you were eating something. It sounded like you were chewing on something. I don't know what it was, but
no, there is nothing in my mouth. You must be imagining things. This is what you want me to do.
No, not really, to be honest.
Yeah, you want to hear me smacking.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I wasn't trying to go down that road.
Wait, what?
It just sounded like you were eating something. Barry Allen.
No, I'm fumbling with things, but I'm not eating.
Okay. Barry Allen says most YouTubers I feel are not genuine. Only a handful keep it real. Yeah, that's true. But see, the funny thing is, there's only a handful that keep it real, but then the ones that aren't genuine feel that and then there's the ones that start out genuine and then for some reason feel like they have to be they have to be not genuine in order to maintain their popularity as a channel, because like Showcast said, they become a brand. It's no longer about just a channel, it's a brand. And to me, like I said, this is a channel. This is a channel. This is a hobby. I'm not being paid to do this. Sonja's not being paid to do this. This is a hobby. It's just something fun that we're doing. If we weren't enjoying it and we weren't having fun doing it, we wouldn't do it. And that's the way I look at it. Like when you stop having fun, then it's time for you to move on and do something else. When it feels like a chore, then you have to move on and do something else. And when I kind of feel like when you have to be fake and compromise your principles and compromise who you are and lie about stuff just to keep your subscribers happy, then you're doing the wrong thing. That's not what you're supposed to do. I don't come on here and just tell people what they want to hear. I come on here and I tell people what I think. If they agree with me, fine. If they don't, that's fine too. I don't care. I mean, like I said, I've never understood why some people get so offended if you disagree with them. For me, it's always cool to have a conversation. Like I disagree with who do I disagree with on here a lot all the time? I disagree with Marcus Cruz and I go back and forth a lot. We disagree about a lot of stuff, but I like Marcus Cruz and I'm glad that he comes to these streams. But when we disagree about stuff, we disagree. That's fine. I don't have a problem with disagreeing. I don't have a problem with people having their viewpoint and saying what's on their mind. I mean, it's perfectly legit. And I feel like that's what you need more of. You need people that you are going to have, open discussions with, whether you agree or disagree, because that's real. That's reality. If you get on a stream with a bunch of people who you just agree with all the time and who they agree with you all the time, and you just take turns back and forth kissing each other's asses all stream, that's not fun. That's not cool. And I've seen a lot of streams like that where they're so fake and they're on the panel and you can tell that each and every one of them hate each other, but they're all acting like they like each other, or they're all acting like that just to put on a facade for their subscribers. It's ridiculous. I will tell you this. I would do this show with Sonja even if I hated Sonja's guts. You know why? Because it would be so much fun, because even if we're arguing with each other, it doesn't matter. It's still engagement and it's still real, right?
And people just don't know how much Joey and I argue off the show.
Oh yeah.
We always have disagreements,
but we always have disagreements, but we don't. But that's the thing. It's not that we don't like each other. It's not that we don't care about each other. It's just that if you disagree, you disagree, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to hate the person just because you disagree with them. You can disagree and still care very deeply for a person, and still agree with them on plenty of other subjects, but you're going to have certain things that you're going to disagree with. That's just human nature. So that's why I've never understood like the idea of having to be fake. There's never really a reason to be fake. It's just like, just be real, and Sickness says, Jesse, Rush, my brothers. There you go. What's up again, Sickness? And Showcase says here, I know about Mikey. That's why I started participating on YouTube, but I ain't going to pay to talk or ask a question. Yeah, I agree with that. There's no reason why you should feel inclined to have to pay just to ask a question. That's why I will always have the philosophy that it's important to read all the comments. No matter what, this is the thing, if the stream goes 3.5 hours because I decided to read all of your comments, at least you guys know that your voices were heard. And it's because we are actually having a discussion. We are actually having a dialogue. Now, I know a lot of those shows, when it's like that, when you're talking about scoops and things like that, those shows are not necessarily Q&As. Those are just them coming on, giving you guys the information and trying to, gauge based on what you're saying. And when you have a specific topic like that and you have a specific thing you're trying to do, it's very difficult to read everybody's comments and to engage with everybody. That's why on a show like this is a Q&A. The main purpose of this is to read your comments and to get your feedback and to talk to you guys. That's why we're here doing this, to talk to you guys. If we just wanted it to be a show where, you know, Sonia and I just talked amongst ourselves, we can do that on the phone. We don't need to come here live and talk to you guys like this. This is to be able to interact with you. That's why it's called Late Night Q&A. If we're gonna have a specific guest on and we're gonna talk specifically with that person, we would let the chat know, okay, we're interviewing so-and-so. And if you have questions for this person, please put them in the chat. We would let you know ahead of time. But something like, you know, where you're talking about a specific topic and you're not, you know, able to address everybody's questions, that's what ends up happening. That's why you have people that, you know, you have to prioritize. If you don't read every comment, you have to prioritize super chats, because those people actually did pay to say what they wanted to say. So you kind of have to prioritize that. But if you're like me and you read every comment, it doesn't matter if it's a super chat or not, because it's going to get heard. Marcus Cruz says, Zod, are you going to watch the Sony PlayStation event on September 9th? All the big announcements, aka PS5 games, it will be just 40 minutes. I probably will watch that. That's actually... that I always like those little events whenever these companies do it. I don't care if it's Xbox, Sony, whatever. I like when they do those showcases. Those are kind of cool. So I probably will watch it. Are you going to watch it, Marcus? It's probably going to be interesting. What about you, Sonia? You going to watch that? The Sony PlayStation event? I know you're an Xbox
Probably
girl.
not.
But, oh, yeah, because you're an Xbox girl.
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, Sonia's an Xbox girl, so probably the wrong person to ask.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it though. Everybody has their preference. And Papa Brad Gaming says, I want a PS5. I don't. You know why, Papa? I don't want a PS5. You know, At Games is going to try to get me to get a pinball machine. That's what At Games wants me to do, right? So I don't know if I'll ever get a PS5. I don't know, man. And Igor says, I don't like the number of YouTubers that used Zach's Justice League logo for their brand merch. It comes off in a really bad way for me, much the same way Jody would make all his money off Snyder bashing. Yeah. I mean, I see where you're going with that. That makes sense too. Yeah, I don't like that either. You know, my brand is my face. That's my brand. That's my brand logo. That's my face. That's my image. I did that myself. I would never use a Justice League logo or anything close to it for my brand. So I get what you're saying there, Igor. That's very well said, bro. Sickness says Igor, and Showcast says true, but they even have Disney competing with them with their own fandom event, so they have no choice but to hit it out of the park. Well, I mean, I hope they do. I hope they hit it out of the park. Hopefully we get an air cut announcement, but I'm just not optimistic. I just don't think it's going to happen. Rushman says exactly, Igor. Papa says still no electricity, but I got Zod and Sonia to listen to. Man, I can't imagine having been out of power that long. Wow. That's crazy, man. God bless you.
I heard
brother.
it's going to be like another 6 weeks. Another 6 weeks before it's up in some areas. Some areas already have power, but
God, batteries.
Be about another 6 weeks.
Battery sales must be through the roof. You know, battery packs and that kind of stuff. And oh my goodness. Wow, bro. Well, I'm glad you're here. I will say I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're safe. It's awesome that you tune into this show. It really means a lot to us that you guys come every, almost every show you guys pop in and show us support. It's a great thing. And it's one of the main reasons why it's so easy to do this, regardless of what kind of day you have beforehand, because this is always a fun show. And like I said, this is always great for me because immediately after this show, I always go to bed. So it's no problem. I'm just like, hey, this is the last part of my day all the time. So it's cool. Marcus Cruz says Disney's going to destroy WB with the Marvel announcements. That's very possible, Marcus. I mean, Marvel's been doing okay lately. They've been doing pretty good. So Barry Allen says, I don't mind YouTubers doing super chats, but you can clearly see which YouTubers only care about that. Yeah, there's a lot that prioritize that over anything and everything else, which is why, like I said, for me, I'm always going to read the comments, even if it makes the shows go extra long. Rushman says, for example, Enosh, that dude literally uses Ray Porter and Ray Fisher as advertisements. Oh my goodness. Showcaz, don't care at Marcus Cruz, not a corporate guy. Sorry. Igor says, I dropped my subs exponentially in the months following the Snyder Cut release. Us not united. Yeah. And as my favorite line at that time was hashtag us not invited, when we didn't get the when a lot of us who were there from the beginning in the Snyder Cut movement didn't get invites to the premiere, the Justice League virtual premiere. Yeah, us not invited. Yep. Showcaz says, makes no difference who does better or not. All I care is if they do the things I've been a fan of, any justice or not. Oh, okay. So Rushman says 1, Igor says 1, Showcase says 1, Baby Girl says 1, Barry Allen says 1. Looks almost unanimous here. Everybody wants us to do that YouTube unsubscribed video. Unsubscribed. That'll be fun. Just unsubscribe. That'll be the title of it. I mean, I literally, because it's like I had to sit there because I was subscribed to so many people. I had to sit there and be like, wow, do I really need to stay subscribed to this person? Do I really need to stay subscribed here? Oh, it's funny. It's funny to go through all that. Then you'll see people that you've been subscribed to for like I've been subscribed to this person for like 3 years and I never go to their channel. Unsubbing.
That's hilarious.
Oh, and Igor said we should have a group stream of it. Igor, that's a great idea. That's what I'll do. I'll make it open panel. We'll do it. We'll make it open panel. And you all can come on and share your stories about unsubscribing and all the various things. Maybe we could, I don't know, maybe we could do that. Maybe we could do that stream. Maybe we'll do that stream sometime next week. We'll see. I think we could do it. Graphic Vandalism says 2. Unsubscribed live stream. That's funny. Alternate name. How to make enemies quickly. Yeah, that'll be the subtitle. Unsubscribed. How to make enemies quickly. Yeah, it looks like everybody pretty much wants us to do that, and that would be. I think that'd be fun. That's why that's what I'm saying. I want to actually have. Well, I mean, if we make it a group stream, okay, where it's everybody can come on and talk about it and can talk about the different YouTubers that they've unsubscribed to. It will be more fun because it'll be a whole bunch of different people. It won't just be me or Sonia up here talking about specific people. It'll be different people giving their takes. And I think that's what the whole point of it would be. Just a general stream about unsubbing. And I think that would be cool because I know I've had people unsubscribe to me over the weeks. I know I've had that. I've had quite a few people unsubscribe to me, so I know how it is. It's like, yeah, you feel like you have a solid base, and then you get a bunch of people who unsubscribe. So it's not fun. Papa Brad says 1, but it's a bad idea, buddy. Yeah, it is a bad idea. So that's why if we're gonna do it, we got to make fun. We got to make it fun and give everybody an opportunity to come on and speak their piece. You know, you don't
Right.
want it to be a one-sided thing where we're just ragging on a select group of, like, say 10 YouTubers or whatever that we unsubbed from. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to pick on certain people and be like, oh yeah, that Chris Wong, and just totally rag on Chris Wong for 45 minutes. That's not the way that you do a stream like that. But no, I can see where it could go. I can see how it could be fun. Barry Allen says that would be awesome. Showcase says, I don't care. Showcase says here, let's see, Showcase. Where did we go, Showcase? Oh, yeah. Showcase says, I don't care about the corporates, WB Disney. I just care about their products. You think I care about the executives there? Yeah, exactly. That's what it's about. It's about the product. It is about the product, 100%. I agree with you there, Marcus. Also, please make it an open panel so we can share our story. Oh, that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be an open panel, all right? And literally anybody can come on and talk about who they unsubscribed. If people want to come on and talk about how they unsubscribed to me and give their reasons why they unsubscribed to me, I don't care. I actually would be cool with that, because at least it's constructive criticism. It's feedback, right? So I don't know. It would be fun. And Igor says, hit that like button, everyone. Yes, please hit that like button if you like the content. Please like and subscribe. I know I always hate saying that, but that's one of the big criticisms that my dad gives these shows all the time. He watches all of them, and he says, you need to tell people to like and subscribe. You don't say that enough. You got to remind people to like and subscribe. You want your subs to go up, don't you? It's like, yeah, but it's like, I feel like so many people, make that such a big part of their spiel every single stream they do. Please like and subscribe this video if you support this channel. It would help me out a great deal if you would like and subscribe. It's like there's only so many ways you could say it before it just sounds like you're droning. And so I try to just, throw it in every once in a while. Barry Allen, number 12, says, which DC YouTubers do you feel are authentic? Oh, that's a tough one. I'll tell you who. The Truth 31. I feel like the Truth 31 is a very, very authentic DC YouTuber. He doesn't care what anybody thinks. I love his streams. You go on his streams, he doesn't care. And what I love about Truth is Truth will come right out and say, I'm sure these are great people in real life. I'm sure they're like very sweet and wonderful people, but what they're doing on YouTube is trash. And he doesn't have a problem coming out and speaking his truth about how things are. And I really appreciate that. I give him a lot of credit for that. He's definitely genuine. He speaks what he thinks is true. And a lot of times I find myself agreeing with Truth more often than not. So definitely I recommend Truth 31, another DC YouTuber, Barry Allen, that I recommend very highly is Belle Reeve. She's another one who is very, very real. Like, she'll come on and she'll give her opinions about something. She'll talk very passionately about how she feels about it. She's absolutely wonderful. She's
awesome.
Yeah, I highly recommend both of those. Belle Reeve and The Truth for like the most authentic, in it for the right reasons, DC YouTubers. Those two for sure. Just off the top of my head, those two, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And Showcast says you do if you think Disney will destroy WB. To a fan, it makes no difference who is doing better. It's if it's good or not. And Marcus Cruz said, Zod, Patty Jenkins' comments on movies and streaming services is disgusting. To be honest, she is diminishing other filmmakers' work. I didn't like when Patty Jenkins said that she would never work with Netflix. I think Patty Jenkins has got a little bit of a big head. And I think the reason why she said she would never work with Netflix is because right now she's working on a Star Wars movie for Disney. So I think it makes sense that she would talk trash about Netflix, because Netflix is essentially Disney's biggest competitor right now. And obviously she wasn't happy about the HBO Max rollout for Wonder Woman 84 day and date with theaters. Obviously she wasn't happy about that. So Patty Jenkins, I don't know. I've got my issues. My issues are all well documented about how I feel about Patty Jenkins. But if she doesn't want to work with Netflix, she's missing out, because Netflix is going to have everybody. At some point, you're going to get a Christopher Nolan movie on Netflix. At some point, we've already had Martin Scorsese. We've had Zack Snyder. You're going to have a lot of really big filmmakers moving to Netflix, because Netflix is where it's at, because Netflix equals creative freedom. And if Patty Jenkins thinks she's going to have creative freedom over at Disney while she's making a Star Wars movie, she's going to have a reality check really quickly. And Katsuka92 says, "Hola, everyone." What's up, Katsuka? Good to see you.
Where you been?
Yeah, so Sonia's been wondering about you, Katsuka. What's up, man? Zod is real. Strong Arm is real. Jeffrey is real. Subjective Reviews is real, and Truth is real. Yes, you've mentioned all very good people. Thank you, Igor. I'm glad that you consider me to be one of those. You consider me to be among them. Strong Arm is another one. Yes, and definitely Jeffrey. And I agree about Subjective Reviews. Subjective Reviews hasn't put out anything a lot recently, though. Things have been really quiet with Subjective Reviews lately. I hope he's okay. Haven't heard from him in a while. Hope he's doing all right. Marcus Cruz says, "Showcase, all I'm saying is I don't care about the corporate, just the products." And let's see. Jesse Allen says, "WB drugged Chris Wong's hot dogs." I wouldn't be surprised. Mr. West Ashley is real. Koj is real. Yeah, you're naming all very, very real people as well. Mr. West Ashley delves. The reason I didn't mention Mr. West Ashley right off the bat, though, is because Mr. West Ashley delves into a lot deeper stuff. And so a lot of the stuff that Mr. West Ashley talks about may go over the head of a lot of people. So people so the reason I say, when I mentioned right off the bat, I mentioned Belle Reeve and mentioned Truth, because they're very accessible. You can go right to their videos, and whether you understand, whether you're like into it or you're just getting into it, those are very, very good entry level DC YouTubers if you're into it. Now, as you get deeper and as you go deeper down the rabbit hole, you want to start looking at people like Mr. West Ashley, because he is going to his show is called Go Deep, and he is literally going to go deep and is literally going to take you on a journey in a totally different direction, where you are going to think about things on a level that you've never thought of before. Go Deep is, I would have to say that Mr. West Ashley is probably, if not the realest, one of the most realist people online, period. I don't think you can get any more real than Mr. West Ashley, because he's gonna go so far down the rabbit hole. It's like the Matrix. Take the red or the blue pill. You pick. That's what you literally get when you deal with Mr. West Ashley. And WB bribed hot dogs to Chris Wong to turn against Zach. I wouldn't be surprised. We got this covered. Geekosity, giant freaking robot, small screen are all the same. They are all lying, making stuff up. At Jesse, wait, what happened with Chris? I haven't seen any of his stuff in a long while. He just went a different direction. He's like pro WB now or something. I don't know. Graphic Vandalism says sup Katsuka. Katsuka says yo Johnny. Showcase says don't mention the corporates then, and people won't come to that. conclusion, but since you were very specific, I have to doubt you. Chris Wong wears a suit, eats hot dogs, and sold out and turned on Zach. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, Johnny. That pretty much sums up Chris Wong in a nutshell. Wow. In fact, Johnny, I love that comment so much that I'm going to go ahead and pin that comment because I think that comment really, just encapsulates this entire conversation. So we are going to pin that comment as the comment of the night. Chris Wong wears a suit, eats hot dogs, and sold out and turned on Zach. Yes. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, he eats we know he likes hot dogs. Rushman is laughing. I respect your opinion, bro. I think Mikey Sutton said that Schwarzenegger was returning as Freeze in a solo film. Whoa, he turned on Zach. Yeah, he's very pro WB now. Katsuka says, what up? Katsuka says, I didn't know that. What up, sickness? Papa Brad's Gaming says, the At Games pinball machine is great. You got one? Okay, Papa, that's awesome, man. Which tables do you recommend me trying? Because I've been interested in maybe trying the Tato. I want to try the Tato ones. I want to try that Space Invaders pinball machine. Wah. Exactly. Yeah, he's telling all DC fans to move on, and he wears a suit. Exactly. What killed the dinosaurs? We already know. Papa Brad's Gaming says, see if someone near you has one to try. LOL. The Ice Age. Okay. And that was another example. Watch the interview with him and Zach. Zach clearly didn't want to be there. Oh, no. Yeah. Zach is not. I think Zach has kind of seen through some of these people and kind of seen them for what they are now, which is kind of a good thing. Papa Brad's Gaming says the arcade hobby never ends. No, it doesn't end. It's just for me, I've gotten to the point where it's like I don't think it can get much better, Brad, to tell you the truth. I feel like arcades are awesome, but I mean, it's just like at some point you're just like, wow, especially once you can pretty much play everything you've ever wanted to play. It's pretty awesome. Chris Wong made a video where he had to see him, where we had to see him sitting on the toilet. Wow.
What the hell?
Oh, dang, that sucks. Toilet Wong. Oh, no. That's terrible. I went to an arcade event and I played pinball and just loved it ever since. You're right. It seems like pinball is the flavor of the week. I never even thought about pinball that much before the event. Yeah, that's where I am. I've never been a pinball guy. Never, ever, ever. And I'm still not. But it's just funny to see that seems to be the direction that they're pushing everything. Sickness is in California. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And Papa Brad's Gaming says, started more in the home arcade camp. Console Fanboy says, sup? What's up, Console Fanboy? What's going on, man? Loving your videos lately, bro. You are on fire right now. Too much art.
Hey, Zohar.
Yes, hey, Zohar. Too much at Games pinball tonight, so I passed out. Yeah. I mean, there's only so much pinball us non-pinball guys can take. Eventually, it just, I don't know. It just becomes too much, and it makes nap time very easy. Showcast said YouTube is like goddamn high school, not just in the so-called geek sector. It's in other sectors as well, from gossip to makeup. Even the woke sector is like high school. Wow. Well, I mean, hey, that's why I stick to the core group of people that I love being around. I stick with Sonia, Johnny, Zohar, the same people all the time. I know that it's like there's a reason why you do that, because you don't want to get mixed up with people that you don't know if they're real or not. You know, you just try to be around people that are that you feel comfortable with, essentially. I mean, like I know if Sonia wasn't comfortable with me, she wouldn't be here every 2 days a week. I already know
I'd be
that.
like, forget you, Joey.
Exactly. Yeah. How many times have you said "forget you, Joey" and hung up the phone? You see?
Dang, why you telling everybody all the business? No, I'm kidding.
Well, because Katsuka is saying giggity, and every time Katsuka says giggity, I got to say something to justify that giggity, right? They got to. And
look what Jesse said.
yes, Zod wants to hear Sonia eating on nuts. You know, I don't. It just sounded to me like she was eating nuts. I don't know. I was like, I was sitting there thinking about it. I'm like,
what?
Are those the tree nuts? Are those the pistachios? Are those the kind?
I don't have any nuts.
Oh, you ran out.
Time,
you ran out.
No, yeah, I do. I need to go to Costco and get some more. No, but they were walnuts with sea salt.
So when you go and you go to Costco, you get them in bulk, right? You get like I don't know, like 50 packs. It'll last you the whole month.
No, it's just like one bag. I mean, the bags are pretty big, and I get like almonds and walnuts and pistachios.
That kind of sounds like me with those chili cheese Fritos. I love those, man. I always get the biggest bag I can find. the chili cheese ones, for some reason I love those. I don't know why, and I know that they're horrible, but it's like I'll get a bag of those and I'll sit there and I'll start eating them while I'm watching one of my favorite YouTubers, right? I'll sit there and start eating those Cheetos, or not Cheetos, those chili cheese Fritos, right? And I'll eat those, and I'll start the bag off. It'll be a big bag, right? And then I'll find that by the end of the night, I'm like already towards like midway through the bag already. I'm like, dang.
I'm surprised you're not fat.
No,
you sit on a red couch all day.
No, I'm
work from home. You're not very active, and you're eating all that junk.
No, but I do move around a lot. You know, I'm always up and always, always doing stuff. Plus, I play a lot of arcade, Sonia. Okay.
What, going to your mailbox, walking to your mailbox is your only physical activity?
No, not just walking to my mailbox.
I'm messing with you.
However, sometimes I don't even go to the mailbox. I'm getting tired of going to the mailbox because you go to the mailbox and like I used to go to my mailbox. I used to walk to my mailbox every day. And I've got to the point where usually I only find mail in my mailbox about once, maybe twice a week. So now I've gotten to the point where I'll literally only go to the mailbox maybe twice a week, because a lot of times there's nothing in the mailbox. Like I went to the mailbox today, there was nothing in it. So it's kind of like it's a wasted trip. You got to walk down the street to go to the mailbox, and yeah, it's pretty fruitless, basically. So and Papa Brad's Gaming is laughing, and
okay, robot. It's the robot.
Roboting. Are we roboting again up in here? We're gonna start a new trend, roboting late at night, and we're gonna just devote the entire stream to the art of robots. I think that's what we should do.
Everybody forgot about hashtag choke outside and cookie Sonia.
Well, we haven't. That's because we haven't. Not only that. I'm not anywhere near where I need to be. Subscriber wise for that to be the case. I mean, we're not even close. I mean, I'm over here like, well, when we get to 1,000 subscribers, we'll do that. But like, we're not even close to that. That's so far down the line. I mean, I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if we'll be at 500 by the end of the year. I don't know, because people change their minds too much on YouTube. I got console.
Wait, hold on a second.
What happened? Huh. Console Fanboy says, I just dropped a real one about iArcade. Tomorrow morning, I drop another about live streams in general. Oh, I am dropping dimes on YouTube. Trust and believe. Absolutely, Zohar. Listen, man, I saw your iArcade video just before this stream, and I thought it was awesome. Okay, I loved it. Like all the stuff that you've been posted, man. You've been on fire. There's a reason why your sub count is going through the roof, man, because people like it when you talk truth. And that's what I'm trying to do too, man. I try to be honest, but it seems to affect me in the opposite direction. people unsub.
Facebook didn't like it. Did Zohar tell you about Facebook?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That was crazy. That was so crazy. Like that whole Facebook thing to me. Oh God, if I didn't have like certain family members and friends that I only can communicate with through Facebook, I would have disabled my Facebook account a long time ago. But unfortunately, that's like the only way to communicate with certain people. They don't, there's no other way to reach them other through Facebook. So it's like, you don't want to lose that communication. So you just maintain your Facebook account just for that alone. And that's pretty much how I've been. But I sympathize because that's absolutely ridiculous. That whole story was nuts. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Zohar came on and told that story on Tuesday. I mean, that was just nuts. I really dislike Facebook in the strongest of terms, but I don't really like Twitter either. I'm kind of totally against social media at this point in terms of any kind of meaningful impact on anything. It's like what we're doing right now is essentially socializing. It's more social than social media, but what can you say? Papa Brad Gaming says Zohar Zod is talking about fake YouTubers. Yep. And Graphic Vandalism says, yeah, Marcus Cruz is awesome. I'm always happy when he's in the chat. And Papa Brad's Gaming says, sorry for your pain, console fanboy. This nod is putting me. Sometimes when it takes too long to get to us in the chat, StreamYard deletes it. Sucks. Yeah, that's what happens because sometimes StreamYard will push you forward and then make it impossible for you to see any of those other ones. Hate each other. Give us names. LOL. Yeah, no, we're not trying to get people. We're not trying to get people to hate each other. Papa Brad's Gaming to sleep. What Zod is describing resembles conventional scripted television. This is YouTube. Face it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Igor, when I start streaming, I'm going to make some enemies, and I'm pretty easygoing, but I always don't pull punches. Yeah, Igor, that's what you got to do. You just got to tell it like it is. Console Fanboy says, yeah, be yourself. Papa Brad's Gaming says, thank you, Zod. Baby Girl says, so Zod, what do you think about this rumor about Martian Manhunter, Wonder Woman, and Superman being in the Flash? Well, I said it before. Superman's going to be in the Flash. Superman will have a cameo in that movie. I said it before. As far as Wonder Woman and Martian Manhunter, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in it. I wouldn't be surprised. You have to remember, this is a multiverse movie, and they would be smart to throw in as many little cameos as they possibly can, especially if they want people to be super excited, and they want the word of mouth of this movie to be, tops. Showcast says there's this girl on the Nerd Queens who kept crying over people's good deeds, who then turns out to be a demon on Twitter, bullying Fiona and others. Then it turns out her husband works for Screen Rant. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. She bullied me too. She bullied me and then threatened me and then claimed that I threatened her and her family, and it was a whole big thing. Showcast, I know exactly who you're talking about, and she's one of those people that really has no business even being involved with anyone. And as far as her husband, who worked for StreamYard, he's in the for not for StreamYard, for Screen Rant. Oh, he's one of the worst. He's one of the absolute worst. And you know what? All the notoriety and stuff that he's gotten over these, you know, several months, over that, all the Snyder Cut stuff. Like, he was one of the heroes when he was one of the people who criticized every single campaign that we ran. He always had something negative or snarky to say, but yet he was at the front of the line and was one of the people that is considered, you know, is considered one of the, I guess, considered one of the heroes, considered one of the top people now. It's strange the way that works, but yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. And yeah, I stay away from those people very so much so. I think I've got them muted on Twitter, to be honest with you. So I don't even see anything that they post. Console Fanboy says, I'm starting to really, really hate a YouTuber really, really badly. Well, you know what, Zohar, we will talk about that later. Because dude, if you need some backup and you need some help on that one, you know, I'm there for you, man. You know, I'm there. Really, Console Fanboy, I'll tell you later, Brad, but my God, the fake of him is real. Yeah, we know that fakeness exists. We know. It Showcast says, now, if I went with what I saw on YouTube, I would say she was a kind person, a nice housewife, helping charity and talking comics. So that was an example of fakeness to the core. Puke Station 5, because puking 4 times ain't nothing. Sponsored by another shoddy product by Sony. Wow. That actually sounded like a public service announcement. Marcus Cruz says, as long as I get my MCU Fantastic Four with John Krasinski and Emily Blunt, then I will be forever grateful to Marvel, Kevin Feige, and the MCU. Papa Brad's Gaming says, this place is in bad shape. Thanks for the convo and good chat. Thank you, Papa Brad, for being here, man. Love you, bro. And John Krasinski and Emily Blunt Fantastic Four movie is inevitable. And Marcus Cruz says, I don't believe all the fake websites saying they're going diverse with the Fantastic Four. John wants to play Reed so bad. Emily, on the other hand, said if the script is good, she will consider. Showcase, the premiere should never had happened in the first place. Once that happened, it created a them and an us situation. Oh yeah, it was, the thing was, Showcase, it was rolled out so horribly, and it was only, and all it ended up doing was catering to all the ring kissers and clout chasers. That's all it was. And Showcase says, and split the movement forever. Oh yeah, that premiere thing was the best thing WB could do if they wanted to divide the fandom on that level, because that's exactly what they did. They made the clout chasers and the ring kissers more hated, and they basically made the rest of us that were not part of those groups look like dregs and nobodies. So it's pretty much, it's pretty clear what happened there at the premiere. I really, really despise the way that was rolled out. It was so ignorant. But even Zack Snyder criticized it. So I can't, so at the same time, I kind of look at it like, Zach knew what was going on. It was horrible. It's terrible. Papa Brad's Gaming says they are talking weeks to power restoration. Spent 2 days with chainsaws and clearing trees. Oh my God, Papa, you're gonna be ripped by the time you get your power back, man. You're gonna be looking like He-Man. For real, dude. Like you're chopping down trees, and I mean it's just like, wow, dude, for real. That's going old school. And Graphic Vandalism says, I know, Marcus, I just really miss Integrity 101. I haven't seen him in a while, and I needed to post inevitable in the chat. I don't know what's happened with Integrity 101. Yeah, he's hit and miss. He comes up and he'll join and then he'll leave, or he'll I don't know. I don't know what happened with Integrity. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a while. Showcast says fake Enosh who advertises Snyder actors on his channel and whom Zach can't stand did not deserve an invite after only being in it less than 6 months. Graphic Vandalism says, yeah, do unsub on Tuesday night show. I'm down, Zod. All right. Well, I'll ask Sonia here. Sonia, do you want to do the unsub show on Monday, or do you want me to just do that show on Tuesday for the ZodWriter show?
No, we can do it. We can do it on Tuesday. It'll be cool.
You want me to do it? Okay, you want me to do it on Tuesday? Okay, I'll do it Tuesday. That's fine. We'll do it Tuesday.
I'm getting irritated with this, because I can't hear everything you're saying. You keep breaking up. It's like sounding robotic.
Yeah, you sound robotic. You sound robotic to me.
Weird that I'm here and no one is here.
Yeah, I
see. I don't know. But you know what? We didn't start having this problem until like the last week. It seems like it's happening. So I don't know. But as I told you before,
you cut out, Sonia. I didn't hear anything you said. Sonia?
Can you hear me?
Your audio completely cut out, Sonia.
Can you hear me?
Nope.
That is just so freaking weird. Hold on.
Sorry, everyone. We're having technical issues. Please bear with us.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. I can hear you, but you're still glitching, but you're not glitching as bad as you were a minute ago.
That is so weird. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe yeah, I don't know.
Maybe what?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any suggestions because I don't know why you're having this problem. I don't know.
I don't know either.
But Graphic Vandalism says, yeah, do unsubbed on Tuesday night show. I'm down, Zod. Okay. KP says, how exactly do you know who Zach truly likes? Any connections? Showcast says, I'll rag on Enosh instead. Showcast says, let the others rag on Wong. Papa Brad's Gaming says, I'm super lucky, though. I can stay at my father-in-law's. He has a generator that runs the whole house. That's awesome. That is awesome. Wow. Yeah, as long as you're somewhere with power, that's cool. Showcast says, I'll be watching. Hi, Papa Zod. Look, give Zod a thumbs up, please. LOL. Sonia, you're awesome, but Xbox is trash. PlayStation has exclusives. We have games.
I love you too, Marcus.
KP says hashtag go deep, and Rushman says shitty Jenkins. Koopy Malik is in the house. He says hi all. What's up, Koopy? Good to see you. Katsuka says hey, Koopy Malik. Baby girl says hey, Koopy Malik. Papa Brad says, did the Boba Fett show get canceled? I have no idea. KP says hey, and Graphic Vandalism says yo, Koopy Malik. Showcast says greetings at Koopy Malik. Papa Brad Gaming says Zod mentioned Star Wars. Jesse Allen says, yeah, Patty Jenkins annoys me. Katsuka, baby girl. Papa Brad's Gaming says, hi, Koopy Malik. Showcast says, Red Notice looked impressive for a Netflix flick. Netflix is making a lot of good stuff. So I don't know. I really like
Red
Netflix.
Notice?
I haven't seen it yet, though. Have you? You seen Red Notice yet?
No, I haven't. This is the first I've heard of it.
It's on net. It's supposed to be on Netflix. And Koopy Malik says, "Yo, graphic and high
I'll check it out.
Showcast. You're gonna check it out. Cool. Koopy Malik says, "Howdy, Papa Brads." Nate DZ says, "What's the topic on the Q&A?" Q&A is basically just random topics with you guys, whatever you guys want to talk about most of the time. That's what a Q&A is. That's what a Q&A is supposed to be. That's why I love these people on YouTube that do Q&A and actually label their shows Q&A, but they're the only one there. There's nobody in the chat, and it's a pre-recorded video. How is that a Q&A?
Oh, don't go there. I've seen people, we know one person in particular who does that, but yeah, I've seen where some YouTubers would just post a video and title it a Q&A, which makes no sense to me at all. That's crazy.
How did they do that? How is that a Q&A? Sonia, can you explain how it's a Q&A if it's only them in the video? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they want them to put the questions in the chat or like in the comments, and maybe they'll make another video responding to those questions in the comments. I don't know.
Yeah, but
crazy.
Yeah, but that's not.
It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
It doesn't make any sense. It's so nonsensical. We sit here. That's why I say when you do this video, when you do this kind of show, you're communicating directly with the chat back and forth, and that's how a Q&A is supposed to be.
Exactly.
Graphic Vandalism says, Showcast, have you seen the trailer for the movie they got coming called Kate? It looks so epic. Showcast says, no, I haven't seen Kate. It's not out yet. It comes out on the 10th, Showcast, but it looks good. Andrew Casali says, hey, ZodWriter, it's been a while. What's up, Andrew? Are you excited for the upcoming, the new Spider-Man movie? Are you looking forward to it, Andrew? I'm sure you are. Marcus Cruz says, as MCUGA. Koopy Malik says, rabbit hole. Will I end up in Wonderland? Maybe you will. Marcus Cruz says, as much as I love Netflix, Zod, they don't give creative freedom to their live action cartoon and animated series. Showcast says, if you mean he's into the black conspiracy stuff, aka the original woke with those guys are in a mess too with the gender war and the polite situation all being exposed. It's all fake in my opinion. Jesse Allen says Chris Wong is Chris Wong. Nate says, why did you create this channel? I created this channel to basically do live streams, watch parties, all kinds of things. I wanted this channel to be something entertaining for everybody, man. I've had a channel. I've had my channel since 2015, but I've only been an active YouTuber, okay, over the course of, I'd say, about 6 or 7 months. I haven't been somebody who's posted videos or streams for very long. I have had a YouTube channel for a long time. I've just never uploaded any content. So that's what that is. Baby girl says, Nate, either STFU or get lost. Nate, huh? Whose channel might that be? He's asking about he's asking about my channel because I've had as if having a YouTube channel for a long time, just because you've had a YouTube channel for a long time doesn't mean that you've been a content creator for a long time. I've had my YouTube channel for a long time, but I have not been a content creator. I was from 2012 up to about last year, I was only doing content on PSN radio. I wasn't doing YouTube content. But just having a YouTube channel doesn't mean anything. You could have had a YouTube channel since 2000 and not uploaded any content. What, Sonia?
Joey, don't waste your time explaining anything to this Nate dude. He's trolling. If you see his comments below, Koopy, go ahead and mute him, Koopy or Katsuka or Baby Girl, one of y'all.
Okay. Showcase, why
he's not being serious?
Why are you here for if it's too late for you? Stop attention seeking, dude. Baby Girl, I think he meant his channel. This is an adult conversation and it's way past your bedtime. Go back to bed. If you're just here to start trouble, then time to get your ass out. Get him, Baby Girl. Zod started his channel to troll Chris Nolan. Fans in the comments section of Dark Knight Rises trailers. True story. I was there. Showcase, maybe he has trouble sleeping. Might be good if you spare him some sleeping pills. Not gonna lie, the chili cheese Frito story is very interesting. And this guy a Harvard grad? Let's see. Choke out Zod. 500 subscribers. No, it's not 500. It's gotta be 1,000 subscribers. Marcus Cruz, Zod didn't answer my question. If he is subscribed to 3C Films, I'm not subscribed to 3C Films, not that I know of. Koopy Melik, Zod is streaming from Krypton. Yes, I'm streaming from Krypton. He probably still uses MySpace. I actually don't have a MySpace account. I actually don't think I've ever did have a MySpace account.
I used to have one.
Did you?
Yes, I used to have one.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who has a MySpace account actually.
Oh my God, I used to have one. I don't have one anymore.
And Baby Girl wants to know, Nate DZ, what did I tell you? See, Baby Girl lets you know, and you're still trolling. You're gonna get booted. Nobody has time for that. What's scary is that as there hasn't been a visible alternative to Facebook, and it's like the public brainwashed to stay on Facebook despite them complaining about it. Well, yeah, everybody likes to complain about something they use all the time. That's just society. I mean, as a whole. But Facebook is, I don't know. Koopy Malik says, Baby Girl, I never knew they sold cushion red couches on Krypton. Must be imported from Earth. Yeah, definitely imported from Earth. Without the red couch, I wouldn't be here. Baby Girl is laughing at Koopy Malik. Katsuka is laughing. Baby Girl says, I know who that woman is too. She's a total bitch. Screen Rant sucks. Yeah, I call them Scum Rant. Showcase says MySpace was the big dog, but Facebook came along and gradually took over, like with Yahoo, then Google, but now no real competition. Is his name Stephen Colbert? Yes, that's who it is. It's Stephen Colbert and his wife. Katsuka says, ha, yeah, Baby Girl. And hold on, we have to go back because they were trying to skip me here. Thought so. Hated that asshole. Yeah, I just basically have learned just to stay in my lane. I don't have any dealings with them whatsoever. I try to stay in my lane, have no dealings with them at all, and I'm happy for it. Showcase says it's fake as Colbert's chin wig he uses as a beard at Graphic Vandalism. I agree. They're a wanna to watch Mojo. A non-permanent beard, huh? That's interesting. A wig. Anyone remember J. Roar? Whatever happened to him? J Roar went to Twitch. Koopy Malik says it's a thing. The Jody's beard thing is a wig too. Can you imagine Zod with a wig? No, I wouldn't have a wig. I would just grow my hair out if I wanted my hair to grow. Daniel Martin said he moved to Twitter. I meant Twitch. I think Sonia's having technical difficulties. She will be back momentarily. I think she is back now. Hold on a second here. Welcome back, Sonia.
Thank you. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either, but you sound fantastic.
Welcome I have back. No idea what happened. You don't sound like a robot either, so I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds like it cleared up. You sound as good as you did. Can we restart the stream all over again because you sound way better? Daniel Martin says, does he still cover DC content or no? Katsuka says, Sonia, can you hear me? Zod says, nope. KP, I don't think I can. I'm not sure. He plays a lot of Dead by Daylight. Black people's beards don't grow like that, and white people's beards don't fluff out like Colbert's beard does. Wow, so now we're talking about beards. Daniel Martin says, Showcase, yeah, I don't mess with Twitch too much. I didn't know that. Zod ain't catching up with the chat, LOL. Katsuka, so did we break the world record? Katsuka's like, yep. Just in case Zod gets down here, tell us your life story, Zod. Katsuka says, yes. We got to cover our bases. Prime, what's up, buddy? He says, Zod, what's up, homie? What's up, Prime? Good to see you, man. Great to see you, buddy.
Hey, Prime.
Baby girl says Andrew will be shilling for the new Spider-Man. That's okay. We all know that that's Andrew's thing. Andrew's a really big Spider-Man fan, so that's cool. That's why I asked him. Prime wants to know what happened to Chris Wong. I don't know. He's totally pro WB now. That's all I know. And Graphic Vandalism says Andrew is the one. Awesome. Goopy Malik says, baby girl, Andrew will probably web sling himself to the theater for that movie. Probably. Guys, does Zod hate 3C Films? I don't know who 3C Films is. Baby girl says, LOL at Goopy Malik. Daniel Martin says, if Toby's Spider-Man crosses over with Krasinski's Fantastic Four, Andrew and Marcus are gonna need the lotion. And Koopy Malik says Prime Chris Wong is still Chris Wong. And Marcus Cruz says Daniel Martin, Tom's Spider-Man, not Toby. Okay. Removed his baby girl says removed his ass, Sonia, talking about that troll from earlier, that Nate. Yeah, he's gone.
Yep.
Why would Chris turn on Zach? Well, apparently Chris is totally on board with moving on and is totally is not interested in anything Snyderverse related anymore. Prime, I don't know what's going on there. And Graphic Vandalism says that is the true story. And Marcus Cruz said, Zod, do you watch 3C Films, aka Chris Parker? I don't know who 3C Films is. I'm not I'm not aware, not offhand. I might have to look him up. I don't know who he is. I don't hate him. I don't know him. I don't know who he is. Have you ever heard of 3C Films? I've never heard of him.
I've never heard of 3C Films.
Can't say that I
Chris Parker.
I don't know Chris Parker. I know who Peter Parker is. I don't know who Chris Parker. Daniel Martin says better run that by Andrew at Marcus Cruz. And Graphic Vandalism says I was big pimping on MySpace, dog.
Johnny, I'm sure you were.
Graphic Vandalism does Zod hate 3C Films, aka Chris
Oh my
Parker.
gosh.
What's up with you and the 3C Films, Marcus? I'm gonna look this dude up. I didn't know who he was. And Prime says MySpace was the shit. Daniel Martin says if I can log into my MySpace, Zod and Sonia would be in my top 8. LOL. Oh wow. I don't know anything about it no more. MySpace. Wow. Graphic Vandalism says I have never heard him ever mentioned. I have no idea who that is either, but Zod don't really talk shit about anyone in private with me that we don't say on air. StreamYard's been having issues lately. Amen to that. I couldn't agree more.
I know it was.
It's StreamYard has been having issues, that's for sure. Showcast says, I'm saying that Colbert has a wig on his face and is calling it a beard. Well, that's probably true. I wouldn't be surprised. Zod catching up with the chat.
No, I'm kidding.
And what's your obsession with 3C Films, dude? Yeah, everybody wants to know what's up with the 3C Films guy. I don't know.
I looked on YouTube. I guess he critiques stuff like he has a video.
Jesse Allen wants to know: Do you know 3D Films, Chris Parker? No, I don't. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Baby girl says, "Keep talking, everyone. Can't let Zod catch up." And Chris Wong gave up on Zack Snyder's Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 is inevitable. There he is. It's Integrity 101. What's up, brother? Haven't seen you
Integrity.
In a dog's age. Good to see you, man. Showcase says, I don't know or care about 3C Films, but I'm not going to keep asking about them. Integrity 101, what's up, man? Jesse Allen is laughing, and Daniel Martin says, Marcus on the dark web, LOL. Oh, okay, well, that could explain it. I don't know. You know, I don't know who 3C Films is. Maybe.
Oh, he's all caught up.
Maybe 3C Films is somebody we should investigate and get him on the show, Sonia. See if we can get him on the show because he's obviously super popular.
He looks like a cool dude. He's got a cool look to him.
I'm over here trying to see. I'm looking him up myself too. I don't know who he is. He looks like he's he looks like he's a big Spider-Man fan.
He has 360,000 subscribers.
Yeah, he's got a lot of subscribers. All right, well, you know what? I'll reach out to Chris Parker, see if we can get him on here for an interview to talk about himself a little bit. That would be cool since we
that'd be cool.
So I think Marcus would enjoy that if we could get Chris Parker on here. Integrity 101 says hello. Hey, what's up, man? Vega, what's up? He says, yo, what's good, Zod and Sonia? Just hopping on after listening to that Donda album. Well, good to see you, Vega. What's going on, man? Great that you're here. How about 3E Films, Chris Parker? I don't know. I didn't know how many Chris Parkers are there on Twitter. I mean, on YouTube. Probably a lot. Marcus Cruz says 3C Films is the fat guy who reviews movies with a black T-shirt. Well, I'm looking him up on YouTube right now, and he looks like he's a big Spider-Man fan. And yeah, we'll try to see if we can. We can get him. That'd be kind of cool. Try to see if we can, talk to him about some stuff. Maybe Sonia. Maybe he'll feel good and want to talk to us about something. Who knows?
I know, right?
That'd be cool. Can't wait for Sunday AEW time. And Daniel Martin said, heard 3C Films is a WB supporter. Boo, just playing. Showcase says, finally know if certain WWE wrestlers will be working for AEW. Are you talking about the CM Punk thing? Because I know CM Punk went over to AEW. But that's the latest AEW news that I know. And Checkering 101 says Chris Wong is pro WB now. What happened? Did he make a video giving up on Restore Snyder or something? Apparently, yeah. Apparently, he's pro WB now. Baby Girl says, keep writing, people. Marcus Cruz says, 3C Films was on Four Nerds with Nicotina, Zeverfett, Dawson, and ACS. Here's a little tidbit for you, Marcus Cruz. Did you know that I was one of the founding members of the Four Nerds? Do you know that I literally am the whole reason why that group exists? That it was my idea in the first place to actually start that group? That group, the Four Nerds that you are speaking of now, okay, wouldn't exist today if it wasn't for me. Those guys are the group that they are now. They've kind of done their own thing. The Four Nerds started out when it started out. It was me, Dawson, Zeverfett, and Sil Abdul, who went on to be Sil Abdul Inc. We now have Nicotina, Zeverfett, Dawson, and ACS. And those guys have kind of carved out their own thing. I'm not surprised that they had that 3C Films guy on their stream lately. That's cool. And like I said, I'll reach out to 3C Films. We'll see if maybe we can get him on here for an interview with me and Sonya. That'd be fun. Showcast says, no, the rumor of Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan coming on AEW on Sunday. Oh, well, that'd be cool. I mean, hey, that's awesome. The more WWE wrestlers that go over to AEW, the better. Jesse Allen says Marcus is 3C Films' biggest fan. Daniel Martin says, I don't know, but Miss Casual and AEW is bomb. Okay. Adam Cole and possibly Braun Strowman. Marcus calls at Jesse Allen because he is the legit one, to be honest, better than Chris Wong any day. LOL. And it's been boring since. What happened there with you and Four Nerds? That is, if you want to talk about it or not. Well, you know what? It was basically the whole thing with me and Four Nerds was basically a difference in ideology and a difference in direction. I wanted Four Nerds to be something where it was four people with very, very different opinions who didn't agree all the time, but actually had different viewpoints, but could agree sometime. I felt like it started out great with great chemistry between four unique individuals, and then it just went into a different direction. And I don't know, after Sil left to do his own thing, and after I saw the direction things were going and the way they were, the changes they were making, and I'm glad for them. They seem happy with the direction that they've taken things, and that's good on them. But I'm a different kind of a person, and I prefer to be outspoken and just speak the truth, and to be, and to not be agreeing with dudes all the time about everything on every single show. So I don't know. It was just a big difference in opinion, big difference in views and stuff. And like I said, that group seems happy together, but they're also the same no matter what they do. It seems like whether they're on, Nicotina's channel or Zeverfett or Dawson or whatever, they're always doing the same thing over and over again. It's the same show with the same flavor every single time. It's nothing new, unique, or interesting. It never changes no matter what they do. And that's like my biggest issue about the direction that they've chosen to go. But it's working for them, and they seem to be successful, and they seem to like it. So, I mean, that's good for them. So I'm happy for them, Daniel Martin says Zod is like the Bill Finger of the Snyder Cut movement. Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I feel like that kind of like I was there from the beginning and I did a lot of different things and it just sort of things sort of went a different in a different direction. Graphic Vandalism says that Daniel Martin. That is very poetically said. Thanks, Johnny. Like I said, boring, like plain ice cream with no taste. Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
oh my gosh, Showcast cracked me up. That is hilarious.
Yes, it is. And it's true.
Oh my
And
god.
it's true. It's true. I'm not somebody that's into I'm not I'm not somebody that's into, bland, tasteless direction. I like things to be you got to switch it up. You got to put some sprinkles on that ice cream every once in a while. You can't just constantly eat plain ice cream with no taste and expect it
Mm.
to be high quality. Marcus
That's,
Cruz
that's
says,
why you like that cookie dough.
that's right. Cookie dough. Cookie dough is good. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's now 2,000 subscribers. Yeah.
It ain't happening.
Well,
It's
maybe
not happening.
maybe someday.
What
Marcus Cruz says you're still
that time?
Marcus Cruz says you're still friends with Four Nerds though, right, Zod? Well, yeah, friends if you could call it that, I guess. I guess I could say I'm still friends with them. I mean, I'm not like feuding with them or fighting with them or anything on that level. So I guess you could say I'm still friends with them, sure. I mean, like I said, they do their thing, I do my thing. We don't. Here's the thing. I thought that when, uh, even though we kind of went in opposite directions, I still thought that I was going to be collaborating with them on other projects. I thought that there was going to be things that we were going to do where we were going to all team up and collaborate for different streams and different things. That really hasn't happened. So as far as I know, it's like I said, they're doing their thing. I'm doing my thing. I don't have anything negative to say about those guys. They're all good guys, but I don't know. I feel like it's just you when you grow apart and you have a difference of view and you have a difference of opinion and you have a different way of looking at things, you tend to just go your own way. And Daniel Martin says, damn, at least Neapolitan. Yeah, at least. This is the thing,
That's a good flavor. Yeah.
Sonia and I try to give you all something different every show. At least, I'll read all the comments and Sonia and I'll argue every once in a while when we can hear each other.
I don't know what's up with StreamYard. I'm blaming StreamYard because we haven't had this issue until about a week ago. And it's just, I don't know. And I see it happening on other channels. So,
yeah, exactly. Jesse Allen says, Zod, if you came up with the name and the show, then it's rightfully yours. No, I didn't come up with the name. I came up with the idea of the four of us doing the show. It was actually Zever Fett who came up with the name Four Nerds. I came up with the whole concept of the four of us getting together and doing a weekly show because me, Sil, Dawson, and Zever Fett had did a stream that was really successful, and we had Victor Koo on the stream. We were interviewing him, Mighty Pegasus. We had him on a stream. It was a good stream. And I said to those guys after that, I said, we all have really good chemistry. We should get together and do this on a weekly basis. We should do a show. And Zever Fett said, we'll call ourselves Four Nerds. And I'm like, yeah, that would work. And we just started coming up with ideas, and eventually it became, not eventually, but almost immediately after, we became the Four Nerds and started doing weekly streams, and it became this huge thing. So I don't really take any, but I always like to say, and I always like to tell people, if it wasn't for me, there wouldn't be any Four Nerds, because it was my idea that the four of us get together and do a weekly stream from the beginning. And I don't know, those guys might still be doing streams or doing different things, but they wouldn't be Four Nerds, because that whole idea came from something that we were all talking about, and I suggested that we should do. And at the time, honestly, the biggest names in the Four Nerds at that point were Dawson and myself, because I was doing DC stuff on the on my PSN radio podcast, and Dawson was blowing up because he was, I mean, I knew that dude when he barely had any subs, and he just blew up. He skyrocketed because he has a lot of videos that he uploaded that went viral, where he explains about different movies and stuff, and he just kind of blew up. But at the time, Sil and Zeverfet really weren't very well known. Zeverfet was kind of, just stuck doing his thing, and Sil really wasn't doing anything. Sil was kind of new at the time. So when my idea of Four Nerds was so that we could all be, together, because we all had unique voices and we all had unique perspectives. And that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted the show to be, and I felt like after Sil left, to go do the Geekosity thing and the stuff that he's doing with Mikey Sutton, I felt like it was never the same after we lost Sil, because Sil was an important voice, and we lost him. And so then with me, I just wasn't feeling right about any of it. And after a while, it became clear, because they kept having ACS jump in too, and it seemed like they were more comfortable, with the whole ACS thing, because ACS came in as a replacement for Sil. And then of course, once I was gone, they got Nicotina, and now it's the group that it's been now. But my prediction is, and I will tell you this, my prediction is that if somebody else leaves the Four Nerds, like if any of them leave, the irregular Neil will be the next guy to come in and take over, because the irregular Neil has kind of been blowing up and has kind of been doing a lot of streams as of late with those guys. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him come in if somebody else ends up leaving the Four Nerds in the near future. That's my prediction, though. Marcus Cruz says, I would rather go to Four Nerds and Poindexter Lounge, to be honest, than Chris Long's channel. Rochman says, nope, Enosh is equally as fake as Chris Long. Daniel Martin says, even we only hear every third word. Sonia says she still makes more sense than Colbert. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Am I breaking up right now? Can you guys hear me clearly?
I can hear you, but you break up. You break up a little bit here and there. Like you'll start talking, and then you'll break up, and then you'll break up. But like, you were good when you left and you came back. You were good for that couple of minutes. You were,
And now you're sounding like.
Yeah. But Richard Copy says the Four Nerds have become sellouts nowadays. They will bring anyone in the stream just for views. Well, when I was there, it was my idea was I was kind of using my connections from the ZodWriter show to bring different guests over to the Four Nerds. So they were getting, a high quality group of guests that you were getting from week to week. And then I think they started getting their guests from another source, and then that dried up. So now they're bringing in different people and doing different things. I don't really know what their process is from getting people on the show. It seems like they do put out a show from week to week. So, I give them a lot of credit for that. I mean, it's not easy to get a guest every week and to line somebody up every week just to do a live stream. And it's like I say, I wish them all the success in the world, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I miss the old days when it was just me, Dawson, Sil, and Zeverfet. I do miss those days, because I feel like that was a good group. It was different. It was, everybody and we didn't always agree. We were a lot of times we would be disagreeing, and there would be some really heated conversations, but it was a good, I thought it was a good stream. That's what the stream was supposed to be. Igor says Dawson still seems like a good dude. He still seems to be on the side of the Snyderverse. Oh yeah, everybody is still on the side of the Snyderverse, but they also still support all these other movies, which is part of the problem. Facts at Igor. Andrew Casale should be the next fourth nerd. I wouldn't mind that. I actually wouldn't mind that if that ended up happening, but I don't know. I think it's going to be a regular Neil if somebody else bows out. I don't know. Integrity 101 says, man, I've only been gone a couple of weeks. Now everyone hates Colbert and Enoch while Chris Wong gave up on the Snyderverse. Am I in the Twilight Zone? Baby girl says, I like Irregular Neil. Yeah, I like Irregular Neil too, but I don't know, man. Igor said, whoever liked Colbert. Yeah, I know. I never liked Colbert. I can say that absolutely. Colbert gave up at Integrity 101. I agree, Igor. Dawson has always been so cool to me and has done quite a few things to help me and my show. So yeah, I will always have his back. Yeah, Dawson's a good dude. I've never, like I said, I've never, I don't have anything negative to say about any of those guys. I mean, they're doing their thing, and that's cool. I mean, we're all, and that's why I say it's with Dawson. It's like he's a busy guy. He's always got tons of stuff going on, and he's a good creator. I mean, he puts out books and different comic books and different things that he's done, and he's good. He's a good dude. And Richard Copy says, nah, even though Dawson seems to be on the side of the Snyderverse, but still attacked a lot of people regarding the motion comic. Baby girl says, not me, Igor. He was such a fake. I didn't realize everyone disliked those guys. Big facts. Colbert's wife. Dawson, who also trashed one of the guys who didn't like the motion comic idea and also kicked him out of group chat. Definite cringe at Igor. Colbert's wife seemed like she wore the pants in the family. Oh, absolutely. The truth for foreigners. That would never happen, Marcus. That would never happen, and I'm gonna tell you why that would never happen. The truth is too real of a dude for those guys. You can't have a dude like the truth in the Four Nerds because you would have too many. You'd have too many. It would be too much for them. They have a certain formula that they're doing right now. If you have somebody like Truth in the Four Nerds, it will disrupt that formula. Just like me. You can't. I would never fit in the Four Nerds right now because if I was part of the Four Nerds right now, I'd be disagreeing with those guys every week. You can't have their current thing that they're doing right now is they're a unified group, almost like a boy band, for lack of a better way to describe it. And I'm not saying it negatively, but that's almost what they're like. They're like a boy band. They're completely in unison with each other all the time, every week. It's like you know, they're in tune. It's like trying to give an example. It's just it really is. It's like you can't have somebody in the Four Nerds who would completely disrupt that framework. You should, and that would be cool, and that's something I'd like to see too. But it would never happen. It would disrupt the flow of what they're about. As great as Truth is, it would, and I don't think Truth would like it either because he would eventually end up snapping off on them, and it would not be cool. It would be one of those situations. Daniel Martin said she has her own channel. Also, Dawson first was on the side of supporting the Flash and the Suicide Squad, even though he didn't like the Suicide Squad, but he will still support the Flash. Igor says Colbert is the one that said there were only about 4 of us that really wanted the Snyder Cut. Yeah, exactly, Igor. And people completely forget about that. And that's one of my criticisms. Like, people like Colbert have been pouring cold water on the whole Snyder Cut movement since it started. And then once it became a success and the truth was out there that we were actually getting the movie, then all of a sudden he did a complete 180-degree turn where now all of a sudden he's pro this and he's supporting that and he's this, he's that, he's that. It was unbelievable. He was a bandwagoner. He talked all this crap in the beginning, and now all of a sudden he's somebody who is all like, he acts like he was there from the beginning, like he was all for it since day one. I don't like him at all, and I never will, because he's 100% fake. He's about as fake as they come. And I've never seen, I would have to say, amongst all the YouTubers and all the journalists, quote unquote journalists on YouTube or on all these social media, of all the people, you want to talk about fake, he's number one. He is prime at the very top of the list. Terrible. Both the cold farts, terrible human beings. See if they will get you back on a guest for the 4 nerds. I you know what? I tried that. I went back. I can't remember what it was for, but a few months ago I went back for some event that they were doing, and I jumped on and I was on the stream, and I don't know. I just felt out of place. It didn't feel as organic as it used to feel. And that's the problem. There's a certain organic quality to streams when you set up a group and you think, okay, this is going to be good because this guy brings this to the table. Everybody in the original 4 nerds, in the legacy version of the 4 nerds, brought something unique to the group. Okay. Between Sil and Ryan, you had a certain level of banter that was funny and made for comic relief throughout the show. You always had that every week. Me, you always had the rage and the fire. I was always bringing my anger about certain topics and things to the group. And Dawson brought the whole thing together. It was like the glue that kind of held everything together, as like who I considered to be like the main voice or like the host. And there was a time when both Sil and I would talk amongst ourselves and be like, it would be great if Dawson would just be the main host of the 4 nerds. And you could have Dawson hosting it every week and everybody, and we're all just around it. But Dawson being the main host, because he had that, he brought that presence to it. So that's what we had wanted. And it seemed like, that would have been a good idea, but then they had other ideas. They wanted people to take turns hosting it from week to week, which to me and Sil didn't really make any sense. It should have had we always felt that it should have a unified main host, and that's what the show should have been from week to week. You don't rotate hosts from week to week, because everybody who had a role on that show was going to bring a different perspective to every single show. So as long as you had a different perspective, you didn't need to change who was hosting the show every week. It was just a lot of different things that just, make it go a different way. Truth would end up pissing off the 4 nerds and their chat. Well, no, I don't even know if Truth would end up pissing off. I think they would end up pissing off Truth, because at some point, some things would come out from them that Truth would just have to call out. And at that point, because Truth has no problem calling out BS when he sees it. He has no problem disagreeing with something, even if it's with people he actually likes. So Truth would actually be good for that group, but they already would know that it would disrupt you know, what the flow of what they have going, because they have a very different, you know, a very different view of how it should go. You know, if this were the old days, I would agree with you. I think that would be awesome. I think when Syl left the Four Nerds, if Truth had been around at that time, Truth would have been a good replacement for Syl, because then you would have had a really different team. You would have had me and Truth would have been bringing the fire, and then you would have had Dawson and Zeverfet, and it would have been amazing. I think that could work. But if you just throw Truth into that mix now, I don't know, it'd be crazy. Showcase says you can't drop chocolate into plain no taste ice cream. They'll explode. Showcase says okay. I'd pay to see that. It would be damn entertaining to have Zod on Four Nerds. Zod, Dawson, Syl, and Ryan were the OG Four Nerds. Yeah, that was the OG Four Nerds. That's what I'm saying. That was the group. That was what the Four Nerds was meant to be. And so for me, I when I look at it now, I'm happy with them because I feel like they're doing what they wanted to do, and that's cool for them. But it's just not what I would do. It's not what I would want the group to do. I wanted there to be difference of opinion. I wanted there to be confrontation every once in a while on the show, because it's entertaining for the show. It's good for the show. It's good if you don't have a show where everybody just agrees with everybody every week and just completely gets along about everything. But I don't know. That's their choice. One of them looks like they never seen a naked woman in their entire life. No excitement, no thrills, just safe and bland.
Showcase cracked me up.
Oh yeah. Showcase is hilarious.
Hilarious.
Marcus Cruz says Shang-Chi is a dope movie. Marcus Cruz wants to know who Showcase is talking about. Igor says, I asked them on a stream right after you left about what happened to Zod. They said you were doing some personal stuff. Richard Copy says, these days, Four Nerds are like copies of each other. Well, see, and that's what I didn't want to see happen. I didn't want it to become a formulaic thing where everybody just agrees and they're just kind of going along with each other. I mean, that's cool if that's the kind of show that they want to do. But again, that's why it became what it became. That's one of the reasons why Syl became disenchanted. That's one of the reasons why I lost interest, because you can't have a show where the whole purpose for everybody getting together was to have unique and different personalities and different flows. Because it's nice once in a while to be like, Dawson, you're wrong about that. It's this way. Or, Zod, you're wrong about that. It's that way. Or, hey, Ryan telling Syl to shut up how many times in a stream. Listen, when you have that kind of banter back and forth between four people who deeply care about and respect each other, but know that they're going to have differing opinions on different things, it's going to make for a more entertaining show because everybody's different and everybody has different tastes. But if all the people who are there now all seem to follow the same wavelength, they haven't done anything to spice it up. There's nothing new and exciting going on. There's nothing happening. You got everybody that just agrees with each other. Once in a while, you have a little banter between two of them, but it doesn't really go anywhere, and it's all just goofy and whatever. That's cool. If that's what, again, like I said, if that's what you like, that's cool. But to me, I just expected it to be more. I wanted it to be explosive every once in a while. I want you to have a group that is not afraid to say, remember we had that meme. Those of you that remember the early days of the Four Nerds, we have that meme of Syl Abdul whenever we would disagree, we would say, I disagree. And they'd show the meme with Syl with the eyes and the BVS music. The thing is that I disagree meme was the whole point, because what you wanted to show was that it's okay to disagree, but you're all still friends and you all still love and respect each other, even though you disagree about this or that particular topic. So that's what made it special, because I could love, you know, Dawson like a brother and think Dawson is a great person and everything, but it was always okay for me to be able to look at him and say, I disagree. And then they'd show the picture of Syl with the meme, and it was perfect because it gave people an opportunity to respectfully disagree with each other and respectfully point out a different point of view. You don't have any of that. You don't have anything like that now. You don't have anything. That's all gone. Everything now is just you agree about everything. You're completely on point. You're completely on the same wavelength about everything, and you don't have any disagreements. It's very much like I said, like a boy band. It's just everybody is singing the same tune. There's nothing unique about it. And that's what the problem is. Showcase says it's obvious. Marcus, are you talking about Andre not seeing a naked woman? Oh my God. All I'm saying is that I've noticed the Snyder Cut movement was very personality based, very diverse, very international. Yes. The BVS meme. Yes, exactly. The disagree line was iconic. I forgot about that. Yeah, a lot of people forgot about that, you know, Jesse. It's one of the cornerstones of what made that show special. One of the reasons why that group was a special group. It'll never come again. And that's why I say when I look at what they're doing now, I think they're great. I think that's great for them. That's what they wanted to do. That's their thing. They're taking it in their own direction. But I just feel like what we originally had planned for it, what it was originally supposed to be, it would have been better if it could have stayed. It could have stayed in that, stayed in that lane. But I don't know. And that's the thing that I'm sad about. I'm sad that it didn't work out to be that, because I feel like it could have been great. I think it could have been huge. I think it could have been like one of the biggest things ever in the fandom if it was done right. And I just don't think that it's gonna do that now. I don't think it's gonna blow up in the direction that they're going. I think they're going in a very safe direction right now, and it's a very safe and easy show to do. It's they just kind of go through the motions and do their thing, and that's kind of how it is now. And like I said, I'm just being honest. I don't think that it's bad, but it's just not something that I would do. And Showcast says, then when the bandwagon jumpers came, it's been very boring, very plain cream with no taste, and very American. We look to being the face of the movement, and anyone who didn't fit in with that, I noticed they got pushed out, especially if they wouldn't go along to get along. Yeah. It's basically like if you're somebody that's outspoken, if you're somebody that likes to speak the truth, like me and the truth, if you're someone that likes to, like Sonia, if you're someone that likes to say what what's on your mind, you're not looked at in the same light, because you're not just going along with that cookie cutter mentality, which is basically what happened to the movement. The movement got to a point where the cookie cutter people were pushing out all of the people that were there from the beginning trying to do the right thing, we're there for the right reasons. That's basically what you had. And that's why the movement is what it is now. It's just bland and uninspiring. Showcase says Richard copy, not Andre. There was a time above, a time before Diamond Absolute. Yes, absolutely. To quote BVS. Integrity 101 says, Zod and Sonia, I need feedback on Superman 2. Which do you prefer? When Lois jumps out the window in the Donner cut, or when Lois jumps in the water at Niagara Falls? Window jump or water jump? I prefer the window jump. Graphic Vandalism says, made some microwave burritos. I'm hungry like Sonia. Sonia, are you hungry?
Oh, stop it. Oh, I thought Marcus, who asked that question? Integrity. I thought he was able to hear me. I had my mic on mute, but anyway, I don't know. I was saying I'll disagree with Zod and say water jump since he said window jump, but it really didn't, it didn't to me. But so honey, I'm not hungry, darling. I ate for the show. Anyway.
Richard Copy is saying, by the way, did Nicotina buy subs? I heard he was buying subs. I have no idea. I can't confirm or deny any of that. I've never even heard of it. I've never even heard of anybody doing that. And anybody that does that, I think is pretty stupid, because subs are supposed to be because people actually care about your content. I will say this though, and this is one of my pet peeves, when people hide their sub count. I don't understand that. If you're confident in the content you're putting out and you're confident in your channel, then you have no reason to hide your sub count. If your sub count is not as high as you would like it to be, just keep at it and keep doing what you do. And if people like you, they will subscribe to you. I've never understood the mentality of hiding your sub count and acting like, it's nobody's business. It's a personal thing. Who cares? Why do you do that? Why do you hide your sub count? And that's one of my criticisms with some of the people in the 4Nerds. They hide their sub count. I think even the 4Nerds YouTube page hides their sub count. I don't know why they do that. I don't understand that. Why do you do that? Is it because your sub count isn't where you want it to be, or you think your sub count is trash, because honestly, people can tell if your videos are being watched, because all you got to do is go to the videos and look at the views. You can look at the views and you can see
watch hours.
Yeah, the views. If you see somebody has, on a video that they put out, they got 26 views, 22 views, 38 views, whatever the views on these particular videos are, it's like you could see what's going on there. So why does the sub count have to be hidden? I've never understood why people do that. That actually really bothers me, because isn't this supposed to be fun? But I think this is the thing with people. A lot of people treat their sub count, they treat it like, they act like it's a business. They treat it like it's going to be their livelihood someday. So they act like they're going to be able to quit their job and just go on YouTube full time. And so they hide their sub count because they don't feel like their sub count is where they want it to be. And nobody's going to make fun of you over your sub count, because nobody cares. Your sub count is your sub count. If you're not doing enough to get people interested, then change up your brand. Change things up a little bit. Maybe people will like you. Do something else, because it only takes one video to go viral. I mean, look at Zohar, for example. Zohar, when he started out, I knew Zohar when Zohar had 23 subs, right? I was subscribed to Zohar when he had 23 subs when he was Console Fanboy. Look at him now. He's almost at 400 subs, all within a couple of weeks. The dude has just been on fire. I mean, all you have to do is put out content that people want to see. And if they want to see it, they'll subscribe. And if they like you, just be as real as possible and they'll subscribe to you. I don't understand it personally. Showcast says, it's no coincidence when I look to one side, it's all white with a few tokens, while I look to the other side and it's all diverse in gender, personality, race, and nationality. And it's no coincidence that the one opinionated as a villain were in the diverse side of the crowd. So I know what it is, you know what it is, and Zach knows what it is. Yeah, I agree with you. Which when he was doing Army of the Dead, he went on the more diverse channels, gender, race, and nationality, and not fake. Fake Enosh did buy subs according to another channel. Wow. And Console Fanboy says, wait, you can buy subs? How much? I want to have 100K subs by tonight and quit my job. Again, Zohar, I was just talking about you, man. Again, your channel is like blowing up. It's like blown up over like the last couple weeks, over the past month. I was telling him, I've known, I've been a subscriber of yours since you had like 23 or 30. It was like 23 or 32 subs. I don't know. You didn't have that many subs when I subbed to you. I subbed to you immediately after I saw your MK Play Minimal cab video. I subscribed to you immediately and had been subbed to you ever since. So that's kind of the whole point. Like it only takes one video to really, blow you up. And when he had all you and the four nerds on, the views were high, but when he did giveaways on stuff by himself, it was like 60 views. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's like I really don't understand it. It's like I'm not knocking anybody's channel. I'm not knocking anybody trying to do their, side hustle, trying to do their thing, whatever works for them. But to me, this will always be a hobby. If you need YouTube, if you think YouTube is going to become your main source of income, you need to quit YouTube right away, because there's no point in feeling like that. You've got to be. I don't understand. That's why I say I'll never understand the people that are hiding their sub counts on YouTube. If you're hiding your sub count, if I had PF people in my when we're talking about when we do the unsubscribe show, I will talk a little bit about that. I've got a few people I was subscribed to who have their sub count hidden. And when I saw that their sub count was hidden, I instantly unsubscribed from them. And you know why? Because if you're hiding your sub count, you're being fake. It means you're not being honest with your audience. So if you're going to be dishonest and hide your sub count from me, then I don't want to subscribe to you, because it means that you're just being dishonest. You're in it for the wrong reasons. You're in it because you think you're going to be famous off of YouTube. You think YouTube is going to become your main source of income. So get out of here. I don't need to subscribe to people like that. Forget those people.
But to really make money on YouTube, you have to be in the hundreds of thousands of subscribers, because you only get like $5 for every 1,000 video views. On your channel.
Yeah.
So I mean,
exactly.
You have to have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers to even really make money, So.
Yeah. Baby girl says, got to go. Good night, everyone. Good night, baby girl. Thank you for coming. Girl,
thank you.
And Superman 2 again. Lois discovers Clark's identity by tricking him with the gun, the blank, and the Donner cut, or Lois discovers his identity with the hand in the fire, the Lester cut, hand in the fire, or the gun blank. I don't know. I actually really liked both of those. I guess I would choose the hand in the fire only because it's a more completed scene, and the gun, the blank in the gun is from a screen test shot, so it doesn't flow as well with the rest of the movie. So I guess I would have to choose the hand in the fire scene.
I disagree. I disagree with you, Zod. Oh, Joey. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm
Okay, well, I guess we know how you feel about that scene then.
Oh, be quiet.
Console Fanboy says Toycade hide to subs. Yeah, anybody that I'm subscribed to, that if I'm subscribed to you and you hide your subs, expect me to unsubscribe from you because I hate that crap. I hate that crap. Oh my God, it's terrible. I hate it. Why hide your subs? Who are you that you have to hide your subs? Jesse Allen says probably to unlock the 1K super chat unlock. I try. Let's see. I try to keep it real, but I also try to be neutral and peaceful when possible. I've been almost borderline pushed out and excommunicated a few times. Oh yeah, absolutely. And then Showcaz, you and I have had sickness. Excuse me, sickness. You and I have had conversations about this before, and it's definitely not a fun situation. Showcaz says his views don't match the subscriptions, which was in the 10K range, yet only generate 80 or 100 views. So something is up. Well, that's the other thing too. I love seeing people like that where they got like 4,000 subscribers and they get like 20, 15, 17 views on a video. It's like, if you've got all those subscribers, how come your views are not through the roof? There's something going on there. And that's what's making me think that this buying subs is actually a very real thing for certain people. Richard Copy says, I kind of fear Nicotina bought subs because before getting to 1K, he talked about celebrating it, but then secretly hid sub, and all of a sudden 1K, and he is super silent about it. Well, that's how I feel. When I hit 1K, you already know what me and Sonia are going to do. We're going to celebrate it. And when it happens, it's going to be a legit thing that I will feel like I have earned. And if I feel like I've earned it and I've earned 1,000 subs, I'm going to celebrate it. I have no reason to. That's why I say it will come. It will come eventually. It's not going to be overnight. It may take me a few more months. It may take me into next year. But the reality is, I know I'm going to get there eventually because I'm going to be putting out more stuff. We're going to be putting out more content. Sonia and I have some ideas in the works too. There's a lot of different things. There's a lot of different things that are going to be coming up that I think you guys are really going to like and people are going to be really drawn to. I don't really understand the need to hide sub counts. I don't understand the need to buy subs. It's like, if you're confident in what you do and you're confident in what you put out, you have no reason to do anything like that because it will come. May not come as quickly as you would like, but you're gonna eventually get there. Listen, I like that Nate troll was saying, I've had my YouTube channel since 2015, but I didn't start being a YouTube creator until like last year. I started creating YouTube. I don't even think it's been a full year yet that I've actually been doing YouTube. Because before YouTube, I was always doing my online radio thing. So I just recently got into YouTube. So that's why it's going to take me some time to build, a subscriber count like that. And I'm very transparent and open about that. Whether I have 400 subs or whether I have 4 subs, it doesn't matter. Anytime you have subs, it's an accomplishment. And you don't have to buy subs. You don't have to hide your sub count. Just be confident in what you're doing, and eventually you will get there because you'll meet more like-minded people that like you and want to subscribe to your stuff. So it's just to me, it's just common sense. Showcast says they hide the subscriptions so the sponsors don't see what their true numbers are, but I talked to Zach in order to get freebies. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whatever. That's the other thing. If you're in it just to talk to celebrities, I got news for you. I did the ZodWriter show on PSN radio since 2012. Unfortunately, a lot of those episodes are gone now because I had a bad hard drive crash where I lost a lot of shows and things that I did and that I no longer have copies of. But I used to interview movie directors, musicians, writers, artists. I used to do that kind of stuff all the time. And the thing about that is when you do that, you don't need to connect to special people in order to make that happen. The reality is, if I wanted to talk to Zack Snyder, do you know who I would contact who I would get in contact with? If I wanted to talk to Zach, I would contact the agent company that represents Zack Snyder and say, "Hey, I do a YouTube show I do a weekly YouTube show, and I'd like to interview Zack Snyder about his movies." I would send a certified letter to his agency to get in contact with him in order to do the show. I wouldn't go through, the Nerd Queens or TPZ or any of the people on Twitter that act like they're his publicists now or his spokespeople. I wouldn't have to go through any of those people because I learned the correct way to do it back when I was doing my internet radio stuff. I know exactly how I would do it if I really wanted to get Zack Snyder. And one of these days, I will get Zack Snyder. And I'm going to get Zack Snyder on here for an interview when I'm damn well good and ready to get Zack Snyder for an interview. And it's not going to be because I sent a message to, one of the Nerd Queens and said, "Hey, can you hook me up with Zack Snyder?" No. There's a way to go about doing things. You don't have to kiss a ring. You don't have to suck up to these people on the left, those people on the right. You just have to go through the proper channels to communicate with people. And when you do that, you can talk to virtually anybody you want to talk to. It's not as hard as it seems. Showcast says, "But I can't see that working out in the long run." No, it doesn't work out in the long run because again, your sub count shouldn't be something that you have to hide. Council Fanboy says, "I'm not blowing up, dude. I'm not even at 400. I'm small. It's very possible that I never reach past that, and I don't care. I'm just having fun. Those subs can kiss my butt." Yeah, but you got to remember, Council Zohar, you're not at 400 yet. You're almost at 400. You'll probably be at 400 by Monday. By Monday, I bet you're at 400, man. And I love your attitude about it because it's all in fun. And I feel the same way. It's all in fun. I mean, we're having fun doing this. If we weren't having fun doing it, we wouldn't be doing it. And that's why I say you shouldn't be doing it if you're not having fun. And that's the problem with these people that are hiding their sub counts. When you're hiding your sub counts, that means you're not doing it for fun. That means you're doing it because you want to try and get clout. You want to try and get to a point where you're like a celebrity, where people are on your streams because you're semi-famous, like you're Tyrone Magnus with 2 million subscribers. I mean, or 10 million subscribers. Listen, it's all fun and it's all cool. And you just do the best you can possibly do. When it stops being fun, you stop doing it. You don't hide your sub count and pretend like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna hide my sub count and buy my way to 1,000 subs." No, thank you. Console Fanboy says, "It's fun now. I don't care about subs. As soon as this feels like a job, I am so done." You see, this is why, Zohar, you and I are thinking 100% alike on this. This is why we're such good friends, because we're thinking 100% alike when it comes to all this stuff. We're thinking about it logically. It makes sense. Yeah, as soon as this is perfect, as soon as this feels like a job, I'm so done. I'm only doing this because it's fun. When that stops, I stop. Point blank, period. Exactly. Exactly. My God, man. Couldn't have said it better myself. Showcast says, well, it has for some people but that's the point. These people have charisma. These guys are talking about, the guys we're talking about don't. So they shouldn't give up their day job. They're not Tyrone Magnus, million subscribers. Exactly. And the dude, to me, while cool, comes across fake when I realized he clearly watched the video he was about to react to already. Last Superman 2 question. The three villains escaped the Phantom Zone because of the Paris bombers, Lester, or because of Lex's missiles, Donner. Paris terrorists or Lex's missiles? I say Lex's missiles.
I agree with you, Joey.
Oh, that's cool. See, Sonia agrees with me sometimes. You see? Lex's missiles. I think that's a much better. I think that's a much better reason. Anything, that involves Lex Luthor, dude. There you go. Lex's missiles. And Showcast says, yeah, I saw the ones you posted on your channel of industry people. The spokespeople, he's trying to get off his coattails. LOL. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And like I said, I was never in this whole thing to talk to anybody famous, because if I want to talk to famous people, I can do that. I know how to make that happen. Okay, I know how to get in touch with the right people. I know how to make this work. So it's not even an issue. People get all bent out of shape.
We got our one thumbs down every time.
Oh yeah, we have one hater out there. I don't know where this hater hails from, but I know we have a hater out there who dislikes every single video, no matter what we do every week. It's like we could have the most positive stream in the world and we'll still get a dislike. It's hilarious. Integrity 101 says, okay, cool, working on the edit now. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome. Anytime, Integrity. The fan edit, I think that's great. That's a passion project of yours, that you're into fan films. I think that's wonderful. I think it's great. Fan edits are cool.
Hey, Integrity, where can we find your work at?
Yeah, you're gonna have to upload. You're gonna have to upload it to a place where we can download it.
Yeah,
definitely. It's this is great. But like I said, no hiding your sub count and no buying subscribers. I think that's ridiculous. I don't think anybody should do that. That's the moral of the story. If you do that, you have issues. I mean, why would you do that on something as fickle as YouTube? I'll never be able to understand that. YouTube is one of the most fickle places you could be, and you're gonna actually pay for subs. Ugh, never understand it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is absolutely crazy. Did you eat? Did you eat? Because it's like
I ate earlier.
Okay,
did you hear me tell Johnny that? Because he was trying to rag on me. Like, Sonya's hungry. But yeah, I ate earlier.
And Showcast says it's time to go, and I couldn't agree more. It's time to go. It is 1:00 in the morning.
We've gone 3 hours.
Have we? Yeah,
3 hours,
almost.
We're short, 4 minutes short. Yeah.
Yeah, we've gone about 3 hours, and that's great. I don't mind when this show goes 3 hours because it's a Q&A, so it's fun. And that's what I was talking about going through all the comments. If you're gonna go through all the comments, you gotta be prepared, to stay for a while. Integrity 101 says, well, I gotta finish it first. It's 95% done. Then it's probably put it up under Integrity 101. Cool, man. Well, just let us know, and let us know. I'll promote it. No matter. I mean, just
Yeah.
let us know, man, because I'm always interested in seeing fan edits. I love that stuff, man. I'm a big fan, so that's great. Showcast says it's 7 a.m. where I am now. Integrity 101 says when it's done, I'll figure it out. Okay, great. That's awesome. Well,
Good morning show, Cass.
yeah. This is a morning show for Showcast, and it's late night for you and I.
It's also morning for Koopy too. Is it like yeah?
Yeah, it's a morning. As I think it's a morning.
Maybe it's late afternoon for Koopy by now.
Yeah, it must be because it's pretty late now. It's getting pretty late. But no, I really, I'm really happy that all of you could come tonight. That's fantastic. We've talked about a ton of stuff tonight. This has been a fun show. Integrity 101 says Superman Epic, 4 hours and 8 minutes. It's cool. Awesome.
Oh, I can't wait to check it out.
Awesome. The longer the better, because there was a lot of great footage, and being able to there've been so many cuts of that movie that being able to put together the best possible cut that you can enjoy for one super cut is really, really amazing. So but we are going to be back here. On that note, we are going to be back here on Monday with episode 23. And I'm going to have I may do a ZodWriter from the couch this weekend. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about possibly doing one. I don't know. And then on Tuesday we'll do the ZodWriter show, and the topic will be unsubbed, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk more about the subs and the unsubs. We'll talk more about that a little bit on Tuesday's show with me and Johnny. And if Sonia's free, maybe she can join us if she's available. But
I'm going roller skating.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. You'll be roller skating.
That's Tuesday. But I can still tune in though. I can hop on too. I mean, I can chill at the skate rink and hop on the show for a little bit.
Yeah.
No, let me quit.
And Showcast says, lucky for me, I have the day off today. I'm tired. Yeah, it's good.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, it's Friday. So Showcast says, later, Zod and Sonia. Later, Showcast.
Later.
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And you know what? We will see you next week. If you're in the United States, there's a long weekend coming up here. So Monday should be a good show. We'll definitely be back on Monday, and we may drop something over the weekend. I don't know. It's possible, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, we got a lot of stuff coming up. So again, I thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next week. We'll see you later.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Pow pow.